The FBI kidnapped me. So I guess the FBI actually was watching me because an hour later, 4 cruisers pull up at my house.
No way.
And they're looking for someone tied up in a basement.
No way.
And they thought I was like a terrorist or something.
You gotta be shitting me.
Like, dude, and like if you hear about me, they'll probably say I was a bad kid.
But what if in our closed-minded brains, there's species that we are so unimaginable out there that are like outside this planet, outside this galaxy, that are like, dude, what the fuck is that?
Well, I think even whales might be smarter than us.
Dolphins, supposedly.
So yeah, I'm the stupid American, and this is my golden hour.
Water, earth, fire, air. Long ago, the 4 deer nations lived together in harmony. Then, everything changed when the fire deer attacked. Only Derek, master of all 4 elements, could stop those boys. But when Boston needed him most, he vanished into the enchanted Golden Deer Forest.
Season 4.
You know how we do the clap?
Yeah.
You know, right?
Yeah.
Gotta sync up the audio.
You got me, bro.
I know how to do that shit.
That work? Okay, audio drift, is that an actual thing?
Yes.
Really?
What do you mean?
He doesn't know.
Wait, I actually don't know that term.
That happens frequently.
What's the term audio drift?
Audio drift is when you record for too long. So, like, mind you, when I'm done in the post-production process, you feel me? Me and you are done talking. Riveting-ass interview, right? I sync this audio from these with that video on that $50,000 camera.
Right, you need the clap.
Exactly. But the clap hasn't been syncing it recently. So I'm starting to think this fucking interface right here, man, is the devil's interface. That's what I think.
No.
What do you think?
Dude, I hope that is not the case, but that is something I just have gotten into because I want to get a little lampier mic to do some like...
Oh, lavalier.
How do you say it? Lavalier, yeah. I don't know how to say shit. Yeah, you'll catch me on a few of those probably. But yeah, so I want to get one of those, and like I was trying to explain it to Phil. You met Phil. And I was trying to explain it to Phil. I was like, all right, so like when you're down in like the hallway, I'm just gonna need you to like clap so that I can sync up the audio. He like was having the hardest time understanding that. I was like, dude, it's the simplest thing. All I need you to do is look at the camera and clap.
And what, he was just like offbeat?
He just like didn't understand why he had to do it. And I'm like, dude, I need to sync up the audio.
Phil was off that boof pack.
Yeah, he was loud. He's always loud.
Hey, before we get fired up, we're gonna give you a shout out, man. Come on up here. Hey.
Oh, in the mics?
Yes, sir. Just give me your plug. Tell them who you are.
Onvu, at Onavu on Instagram and LinkedIn. Thank you.
I've also been marketing on LinkedIn.
Really?
That's
frequently.
Dude, I was surprised. I didn't realize that you could post like videos and stuff on
yes,
LinkedIn.
sir.
Gary V is all over it.
Oh, you a big Gary V guy?
I love Gary V.
Oh, this is going to be a great interview, bro.
He's one of my favorite
It's
human
my
beings.
fucking dog.
Yeah, he's up there in my list of people.
Oh, I got to show you something. Can you pass me my phone?
Yeah, for sure.
Oh, my God. You're going to lose it. Dude, so there's this guy at Starbucks, bro. And I see him. Where's my cold brew?
Is he your friend?
Where's my nitro?
You just died, dude.
I know.
Oh, right in front of you.
Yeah, I'm brain dead. Yo, look. Dude.
Is he just a random
Tell
guy?
me this guy looks like fucking Gary V.
Oh, man.
Dude.
Definitely like a cousin.
With the hat, bro.
I don't know.
And he's got the hat on.
Dude,
Related.
Every morning I go in there. I'm like, "What's up, Gary?"
Do you think he was doing one of those like what's that show when they when the boss goes and checks out the spot?
Secret Boss.
Yeah, undercover boss.
Maybe
yeah,
that's
it.
Tell me that doesn't look like Gary V.
He must own that coffee shop and he's just checking it out for the day.
That's a VaynerMedia property.
Yeah, they must own those cups or something. Who knows?
Hey, so quick synopsis on. On was, I don't know what episode it was. When the It's Lit Boston guys came up, On popped over. On's a hustler. On hit me in the DM. He goes, "Yo, bro, I'd like to help out with the show." We met here. I think he was a little nervous when we first met. I think me and him are slowly growing accustomed to each other. I know he's
I
kind
don't
of.
want to interrupt you, but that trash can just opened itself.
Yeah, bro. You're in a spaceship.
I'm in a spaceship.
Welcome.
Jesus, I just didn't know if we were haunted or not.
Yeah, no, 100%. There are spirits here.
All right.
That will happen momentarily. It's a voice activated trash can.
What is it open to?
We'll find
I
out.
think if you say open, you stupid fuck.
You said something and it was responding to you. Maybe it was just talking back.
Federal. See the camera?
Oh. Yeah.
But On, thanks for coming.
Yeah.
On is he's a student at Northeastern. I'm hoping we can. On seems like he's pretty savvy on the technical end. I'm terrible. Hopefully, me and On keep working together, produce a really high quality podcast.
Yeah.
But he's busy. He's spread thin. You know what that co-op program's like at Northeastern.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it's always tough getting people to collab with and put stuff together. But if you can get a hive mind together, it definitely seems to work a lot quicker.
Well, yeah. Here, I'll give you a proper introduction. So, from some of the earlier days, I'd say about 4 months ago, there was a frequent commenter on this page. There was on this page.
On your page?
Not on my page. On this page.
I'm confused. Oh, on Golden Deer.
Yeah, that's not my page, bro.
Okay. Yeah,
no, I'm just kidding. It is
I'm
my
like,
page.
come on now. Why are you confusing me now? He's trying to put me through these loops. I know you're challenging my little brain here, but
there was a frequent commenter, and I think the initial post you commented on was, I had Robbie and DJ Cloud up here, and it was something about like how there wasn't enough collaboration in the Instagram community.
Yeah, that's how I came across you. You're talking about me commenting, right?
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Okay. Well, you got me all fucked up.
But yeah, it was Zach. Zach commented, and he consistently was commenting. We're having a little bit of a discourse. Then, when we threw the big event the other day, Zach showed up. He texted me at 10 in the morning. He said, "Yo, bro, I'm on the way." I was like, "Yo, dog, the event's at 10 p.m. tonight."
Dude, I was living up to my name. I should have known that no one was going to wake up at 10 a.m. No.
Oh, dude.
What was I thinking, man?
It was hilarious. I was dying.
Like a bunch of influencers are going to be up at 10 a.m. I was nuts. But
I was just like, "Bro, are you serious?" Like, bro, my fault.
No, you couldn't even have felt bad, though, because that was just all me. And it was because I looked at Anabolic's text on the DM message, and he just said, it's 10 a.m. It's just 10 o'clock. Be there a little early. So I didn't see any a.m. or p.m. And then I looked over.
But you were excited.
And I was just excited. So I just like put it in. I was like, I just gotta be there in the morning. So I'm gonna be there. And then I looked through your text after I talked to you and saw that you did specify the time, but I just like overlooked it.
You were just pumped, bro.
I was so pumped. I was just like reading through it, skimming through it. I was like, yeah, I'm gonna be there. Like, don't worry. So I mean, I was there. I made it there.
It was great. Yeah.
It was a great time.
Didn't you win the arm? You won the arm contest?
I didn't. I actually came in second.
That's some bullshit.
I came in second, but that kid is a trooper because I don't know. But you know what? It's because of these skinny arms. It helped a lot.
I was gonna say you got some a little bit of endurance in you, bro.
Yeah, I got some endurance, but I was I've done a lot of weird endurance-y jobs. I did roofing.
I was gonna say you look like you got some landscape background.
Yeah, no landscape. But I care. I used to be they called me the bundle bitch. I used to have to carry the bundles up to the roof, up and down the ladder. That was just like my main job.
What, like roofing?
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah. Just 50-pound bundles of shingles is what.
And you would grab the old shingles too? I thought you just throw the old shingles off.
You just throw them down, yeah. I'd have to put those in a barrel and throw those out. And then so I'd try to clean up as quick as I could to get up and learn how to roof. So I'd clean up the pile as quick as I could and be bringing them stuff at the same time and try to finish that up quick so I could get up there and learn how to do it. So now I can put together a roof, actually. If you
man's
need a roof.
man.
Yeah, if you need a roof. If you need a roof.
Well, dude, if you look at the carpentry here, you see this window?
Yeah.
Look how crooked the window is.
See, I can do that too, but as you can see, that's not what I prefer to do. That's why I'm here.
Exactly.
Yeah.
But let me give you a proper introduction. I'm going to call him Zach for this episode, but he goes by the Stupid American.
It's whatever. You can call me whatever you want.
And so we got to have a little talk about your image transparency, because you sent me a white image. You know how I work in the graphic. I give everyone's logo a shout out. But dude, the light bulb isn't white. The light bulb is blue. So I had to max it out. You feel me?
Yeah. No, I figured that was actually the better idea, because I usually just use the light bulb, but I just didn't know what to send you, because that's just what I put on my videos real quick. And because I had the light bulb, but I feel like people weren't catching it enough. So, and I see like other people who doing big videos will just put
Trademark.
a light little transparent mark right over it. So I started doing that.
Well, bro, that's a great segue, because so Zach is, I don't want to box you in because people get pissed, but you are definitely a meme creator.
Yeah, no, that's definitely where I'd be categorized right now.
But you got a little comedy skits and sketches in there too.
I actually have like 6 under wraps right now that I'm waiting to release, because my page is kind of like...
Yeah, what's the deal, man?
We'll talk about that. So we'll actually talk about a lot of things, because I actually...
You got a lot to say.
I actually have a lot to say about my page being in a weird spot right now. So I got blocked from like liking and commenting from going too fast. And basically Instagram thinks you're like a robot if you do that.
Oh, but you are physically...
I'm physically doing it. It's like I looked at it, I was like, I'm working too hard. Because I was like on there just liking and commenting on like everybody's stuff
Question,
all the time.
But before you move forward though, when you're commenting, are you authentically commenting, or are you just doing it for the mass?
Oh yeah, no, I always like will be relevant to the post.
So you're definitely pulling a Gary V.
Yeah. So but I think I was still going too fast even doing that. So like there's a limit to how fast you can go. So basically got to the point, so none of my posts started showing up on hashtags or anything. And so I was going to give it a week break. So 3 days.
How did you analyze that? You just check the hashtags, see if they were up there?
You check from another account that is not following you. And so like you would post.
So you have a little decoy account yourself?
Yeah, I got a bunch of accounts. And so I...
It's fine.
My bad. So you'd have to check from a different account that's not following yourself, and so you just do a new post with a fresh hashtag, one that's maybe one that's not used a lot. Make sure it's not blocked. Mm-hmm. By that I mean like if you look up a hashtag and if it says like recent post under this hashtag.
Yeah, I feel you. It should pop up.
Yeah. So if they're not there, then it won't pop up. So it has to be a good hashtag, and if you post it and it doesn't show up, then that means that like basically you're like whitelisted, so only your followers are gonna see your post, even if some of your followers like.
And as someone who your livelihood is somewhat predicated on page growth.
Yes,
that's like a total fuck.
So that's a total like F you to the face, and
because you want to optimize your page as much as possible.
Yeah, because if you're not getting that like reach, and you're not getting on the explore, and you're not getting ability to be seen on hashtags, then it's really hard for new people to see you,
especially for your content.
Yeah, and especially if your content. So like that's why I'm sitting on 5 or 6 videos right now that I've just been waiting to put out, because I'm in this midst. So like I was.
So are they gonna say, yo, like we'll give you your page back? Or
my page is there. It's just that, like, they don't say anything. But I can just see that it was messed up. So I was decided to go a week off. So that was a week ago from now. And 3 days in, I was like, how about we make a joke that, like, I got kidnapped by the FBI, and that's why I'm gone for this week. And I think I was just getting addicted. I was gone for too long, and then, like, I just came in too strong.
Okay, and so Instagram was pissed again.
Yeah, so then I did an Instagram live where I was tied up. It was like a total fake tie-up.
Oh, bro.
Dude, it was fake, man. I was tied up. I had silver tape on my arms. Like, it looked like I could easily just break out. I had Nutella on my shirt, so it looked like I had poop all over my shirt. And 10 minutes into the live, it just cuts black. And then
someone's got it out for you, man.
Someone's got it out for me, I think. They might. And then, so it cuts black, and it says, this is against policy guidelines, blah, 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 blah. I was like, what the hell? I was just trying to, like play out the reason why I'm gone for a week. And I was like,
put a little
the FBI kidnapped me. So I guess the FBI actually was watching me, because an hour later, 4 cruisers pull up at my house.
No way.
And they're looking for someone tied up in a basement.
No way.
And they thought I was like a terrorist or something.
You gotta be shitting me.
Like, dude, and like they didn't realize that it was me. Like at first, like I was the one tied up. Like,
dude, no way.
Like it was so nuts. So they
wait. So this is in Plymouth.
This just happened 4 days ago.
So you went on live. Were you like squirming and shit?
I was tied up to a pole, and I was just kind of like, I'd be like, I was squirming a little bit.
Oh, you were really on your marketing play.
I was acting it too far, and I was trying to signal to my buddy to stop the tape. Because I was like, we've gone long enough. I was like trying to signal him, but I couldn't talk because I didn't want to ruin. I was trying to act it out, so I didn't want to just be like, stop it. So I didn't want to just look up and say that. So I'm like knocking on the wall. I was like trying to like make a noise for him. It
probably just made it look worse.
And it just made it look worse.
It was like more of a victim.
They just thought I was like twitching out or something. So
do you have the video saved?
Dude, no.
Oh.
They didn't let me save it because it was just live.
Yeah,
and I have a picture I could show you.
Wait, so the live ends, Instagram cuts out. Fuck.
4 cops pull up.
What? And this is 10 minutes later?
An hour later.
Okay.
So we were done. Like, we didn't think anything of it. I was like, fuck, Instagram just hates me. Like, I'm just going to wait it out some more. We started watching a movie and just chilling out, and then like we heard like a crazy knock on the door. I thought something broke downstairs because it was just like, it was
Whoa.
like, so they thought someone was still tied up and they were about to like save somebody. So like they were gung ho. So they like came right in as soon as like my mom opened the door. They were like in my brother's room, and they were looking, and I heard the commotion, so I like already came downstairs. And they're like who posted, and I'm like, what are you talking about? They're like, Facebook just called us. So Facebook called them.
Oh.
And so it wasn't even somebody else that called them. It was actually Instagram, which is owned by Facebook.
It was an Instagram moderator reached out to
Yeah.
them. So it was Stadies or it was Plymouth Police?
It was Plymouth Police, but the chief was there. And they were just like, dude, you're an idiot. And I just showed them my page, and I'm just like, I'm obviously living up to my name, so I didn't know what to say.
What did your mom say?
My mom was just like, what? Like, she knows I'm making weird videos lately, so she was just like, what did you do? Like, why? Like, what is this? So,
wow.
So I don't think I got in any trouble. They said that they might send me something in the mail, but I don't think that I did anything wrong.
You didn't really break the law.
I didn't really do anything. They said like technically they said I could have been like on a false report, but like I didn't call you guys. I didn't want you guys to be there. I didn't try to do that.
Yeah, it's there's nothing. You'll be fine.
Yeah, it was just wicked weird. So
oh my
god.
Has other shit like that happened to you before when you do skits like in
I've never had the cops come ever. I've had Instagram shut down
because I've seen you in the fucking grocery store and shit doing crazy shit.
Yeah, I've ran through Walmart and diaper and all kinds of weird stuff. So, but that's never gotten me in any trouble, and I never intend to get in any trouble. Or I don't want the cops involved with anything. So, it was really like I was just like, what the hell, man? And so like I thought they left, and like I came back in from the kitchen. I mean, from letting out the other cops, and the chief was still in my kitchen on the phone or like over something else. So I like turned in, and I was just like, what the heck? And like so he thought I was like taking it as a joke. So that's why he like called me after and was like trying to threaten me, I think.
Oh my god.
Yeah. So
dying for your art, man.
Yeah. So then I was like, all right, I'm just gonna go a week, nothing. So I just made a random post, and I posted it, and then I went to go on live to tell people to check it out.
What was the post? It was a meme.
Just a meme, yeah. I just did a meme
because this is a couple days after the.
A couple days. Yeah, the couple days after that. So I just did a random meme because I'm holding on to my videos because they're not getting enough. They're not getting seen by anyone. So I'm holding on to a lot of content. So I just posted out a meme and went to go live, and it said that I'm unable to go live until April 4th. So they blocked me for 2 weeks.
Wow.
From going live. So I think I got to wait at least that much until I try to post again.
You can still use the story function?
Yeah, I can still use a story. Yeah.
So for you, mind you, like I'm sure when people see your page, they're like, yo, like this dude's a meme account, whatever. I understand the work that goes into it. Like this is like your hustle.
Mm-hmm.
So when you get that call, like, yo, my fucking page is down, are you like, yo, what the fuck do I do with myself?
I'm devastated, dude. Yeah, for like the first day, it was like wicked tough, and like I was comment blocked once, and like I would literally just forget, and like in 20 minutes late would go by, and I'd go check my phone and see a post, and like just go to comment, and I'd be like, what the fuck? Like it would just pop up like, you can't comment. I'm like, so I just had to delete the app. So for like 3 days, I just deleted it, and then
Did you feel better?
I felt wicked shitty for the first day. And then after, like, yeah, you know what? I started to think about it. I was like, maybe I'm just, like, spending my time the wrong ways on it anyway. Because, like, I want to engage with people. So, like, that's what I was focused on is, like, actually engaging with people. But I was just doing it too much and too, like, instead of just doing it, like, throughout the day, I'd, like, you know, at 3 a.m., I'd just pump out, like, 3 hours of just constant. So I think that was bad to the system, and they don't like that.
I mean, for you though, like, was it nice?
But it's unhealthy too.
I was gonna say, is it like a nice digest to just take a break from social media?
Yeah, I got off topic there. Yeah, that's what I meant. Is it's felt really good actually, and I actually have made 2-3 more videos since. So I'm just like creating more content still.
Yeah. So in your page, like, what is the pride for you? Like, do you like creating the most? Do you like growing the page the most?
Well, I mean, it's all about just like creating and connecting with people.
Okay, sorry about that.
All right, we're back. I'll try to pick up. I think I was talking about.
I'm gonna squeeze this over.
Yeah, that's cool. So basically, yeah, it felt really good to get off for a little bit, and now it's kind of like a prolonged vacation.
Yeah. So what we were talking about beforehand was your page got shut down.
Yeah.
And I was asking about if it was your livelihood. Like, yo, am I totally lost now that my page is gone?
Oh, yeah. So what actually started this, it actually did get shut down for like a day. It's not shut down right now, but it got shut down for one day. I woke up, looked, and signed back in. It made me like verify, and like 300 of my posts were just gone.
Whoa.
Just gone. Like, I was just like, what the heck? So I sent a report and like complained about it. They and like looked it up on Google. Like everything said that it was supposedly just a glitch. And then a day went by and it logged me back out again. Someone sent me a picture saying my page was deactivated again. So when I went to log back in, it reactivated. And then all my
they're just tugging at your heartstrings.
They were just tugging at me. So then all my followers started coming in, and that's what actually started my realization that I wasn't hitting hashtags. And I was like, I'm gonna take a week break. And then the 3 days happened, and the cops came. And
so
then
you're at a point where you just got to take like a 2-week digest.
I just need to just digest, man. So yeah, so that happened like 4 days ago. The cops came, and now I'm like, I'm just gonna wait. So I was about to post something yesterday, and I went live again and realized that I was banned till April 4th. So that was 2 weeks from the day that the cops came. So they banned. So they must have put some kind of block on my page for those 2 weeks.
Banned just for the live feature, correct?
For the live feature. But like usually when they block you from using a feature, your posts don't do that well. So like that, like I've had posts taken down in the past, and like for 2 weeks after that, like I won't hit explore or won't hit hashtags.
And these are hashtags and the explore page for your size page and the content you create, memes, is like near essential, right?
Yeah, I mean, it's really like the main way of growing, because it's like the algorithm picks you up and sends you out to all these people. It's like free advertising. You can't beat it.
Well, yeah, that was one thing. So when I had seen your page initially, I was like, yo, like, memes are like one of the most vital new forms of marketing in the world.
I've had ads that have done awesome. Collaborated with brands for an ice cream cone, and I made a joke about like something about a diet plan. I don't know. Anyway, the meme got like 30,000 likes and like 500,000 views, and like the brand loved it. Like they bought like more shout outs. Like they were loving it. So stuff like that will collaborate so well. It's like an ice cream cone. It's gonna be that picture would have been a good meme anyway. So I mean, you might as well.
Yeah, so how do you seek that out? Like, yo, this would be good content.
So that's tough too. It's like, who do you want to work with? Like, you don't always want to work with everybody because sometimes it just won't fit. And that's stuff I'm starting to learn too, is just like reaching out to people in different companies. But usually, like if it's like a funny product or like something like weird like that, it usually will do really good.
No, I just mean, like, are you ever just, like, walking down the street and you're like, holy shit, here's this can that's got tomato paste in it, but I could, like, make something pretty funny with this.
Yeah, pretty much.
Have you always just been a funny kid?
Yeah, I mean, I was always the, class clown.
I want it too, man.
Yeah.
Fucking go.
Yeah, I was, I spent my days on the principal's bench, and
yeah, I could. You were probably a rat bastard. Kid,
I was a real douche, man. I was kind of a bully too, So not really, but like if I looked back at some of the things I did, like they would classify it. Like I didn't think I was a bully.
Elaborate.
Like I would just be like mean to people without thinking that I was being mean, really. Like.
I think the bullying shit is a little. People are a little sensitive about it.
But I would defend people. Like I would never like pick on like a slow kid, or like I would defend if I ever saw that happening.
So you'd be like, Charlie, you got a muffin top.
So like I still have morals,
like
but like I'd make fun of someone like for doing something dumb or. I don't know. I'd made a teacher cry once.
I did
actually,
too.
A couple teachers.
Terrible.
Yeah, a terrible feeling afterwards.
One of the worst when you see a grown woman cry because you're just like, you ring her up
and
so
you're just
bad.
Like, damn, like, did I really want to do that? Like, no, like, I didn't want to.
But I did
that.
want to make my classmates laugh.
Yeah, yeah.
So it's a fine line.
It escalates, It's like usually you get that bad relationship with the teacher, and like obviously there was more things that happened before that.
Wait, so what happened that instance?
The incidents I'm thinking of right now was this teacher used to just like. It was actually me and Phil in the class. So
you two were a little rat bastard.
Yeah, we were rat bastards.
Yeah,
so you met Phil, and so we were just antagonized this woman, and one day.
This is Plymouth Elementary.
No, this is Marshfield High. I went to Marshfield.
Oh, now you live in Plymouth.
Now I live in Plymouth. Yeah. So I went to Plymouth like first and second, third grade, and then I was in Marshfield.
How old are you?
I'm 24.
Okay, wait, I'm 23. Do you know Rob Bothwell?
Rob Bothwell. No.
Shout out Rob. He's a couple grades below you.
Shout out Rob. No, I don't know Rob. I might. He might know me. I don't know a lot. I know like a good amount of people from town. Usually.
Were you that kid in school that everyone was like, dude, this kid is just a fucking maniac?
Like if you hear about me, they'll probably say I was a bad kid. Like I used to be called Trouble. I had one friend's mom used to nickname me just Trouble. She just called me Trouble.
Oh, were you big into like razor scooters, like trampoline
I was a skater.
fighting?
I was a skater. Yeah, I was a skater, bro. I actually like back then it was like not cool to be a scooter, but maybe I would have. I used to do Heelys. I loved Heelys.
I could see you big on the Heelys.
I had a huge Heely span, man. Like that was sick. I remember like going through the mall and people would be like, "Screw you!" You look like people would yell stuff at you, heeling by.
I like that.
I used to love that though.
So
go backwards. I do spins and stuff.
Oh yeah, you probably off the walls, right?
I was nasty.
Are you big ADHD?
Yeah.
Oh, me too.
Yeah, totally. That's totally why.
You do recognize it as a blessing though, right?
I don't see it as a curse.
Fuck all you, man.
Fuck the world for thinking that it's
Me
a
and
curse.
him are here.
We're here, and we're out here.
In this 10 square foot room.
Yeah, we're freaking wilding out in this little 10 square room.
On broken audio equipment. And you thought we'd never make it.
Yeah, we're going to make it one way or the other. We're just not fit for that. Sometimes some people aren't fit for that structure.
But you need it.
It's a structure. But you still need it. I don't think it's a bad thing. Like, I wouldn't, suggest no one go to school. Like, that's not an idea.
So college, never fucking with it?
I dropped out. I had to drop out.
Where'd you go?
I didn't go to college. I dropped out of high school.
No way.
Yeah.
What year?
My junior year, which was a repeat year because of absences. So I, stayed back, and I was like, I went a couple months in it, and I was like, you know what, I can't do this. I'm just wasting my time.
So was it a matter of you always feeling like you were kind of getting cheated by the education system type thing? Or?
I actually couldn't go back to school unless I had an incident where I hit my head off a locker.
Ooh.
Just for joking. Like I was just joking around, right? And a teacher saw it. So things like this have happened to me over
the type
and over.
Shit where you slap a locker.
Yeah, I just did one of those things. And
you're just joking.
And I was trying to tell him, I'm like, dude, it was just a joke. And he's like, no, we're gonna go to the nurse. And I'm like, what the hell? So then, so we're walking to the nurse, and I just bolt out one of the doors because I was like, I'm not doing this. So I was a troubled kid, and I probably should have just gone to the nurse and got checked out and dealt with it. But I ran out and ran from school. So then they thought I was injured. The guy was worried. It was a substitute teacher too. So if it was a teacher, so he probably would have known me and it wouldn't have been that weird. But it was a substitute, so he didn't know who I was, and he
flipped out.
He doesn't want to lose his job. So I just ran away, and
You ran like off school premise.
yeah, and then an ambulance came to my house and was like, "You got to go to the hospital because we think you want to hurt yourself." I was like, "I don't want to hurt myself. Like I just hit my head off a locker. Like it was a joke. I guess you don't. I guess that's weird and as a joke, but I didn't mean it anyway. So I had to go there, and basically the doctor prescribed me this pill, and if I didn't take the pill,
What was it, Ritalin?
it was called Risperdal, and I'll talk to you about that in a second, because if I didn't take that pill, then I couldn't go back to school. So
They literally said you had to be medicated to go back to school.
my principal, my assistant principal, wouldn't let me come back to school
Can't
unless I
stand that.
took the pill. So I went a month.
This is public school?
I didn't take the pill. I never took it. Yeah, this is public school. So I never took the pill once. So I went the first month. After the month, though, I was supposed to go to the doctor, and he was going to take a blood test, make sure I was taking it. And I was supposed to tell him about, how it was feeling, side effects, blah, 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 blah. So at that point, I decided I just had to drop out.
So the Risperdal it's a stimulant?
It is. They said it was actually for bipolar.
Okay.
But I looked it up, and it treats a bunch of different things. And then a couple months later, I saw one of those infomercials on TV, and it said, "Have you ever heard of this drug called Risperdal? It causes gynecomastia
Oh, one of those
in
ones,
men." And I was like, "Oh man, I could have sued the school." But
Wait, so the Risperdal is they wanted to kind of sedate you a little bit. They're like, yo, this kid's wild.
they wanted to sedate me. Yeah, I was too wild.
Bro, they tried to get me on Ritalin when I was young, too.
Yeah.
Same thing. I ended up taking Adderall for like a decent amount of time. I made a film called The Adventures of Adderall Boy, actually.
I did Adderall in middle school. They prescribed me to Adderall.
Did you like it?
I did it for a year, and then I was like, this makes me feel different. Like I want to be myself.
A little more moody.
Yeah, and like I wasn't funny. Like
Same
that
shit,
was
yeah,
actually
yeah.
what it was. It was actually like I was like I'm not having fun.
You're a little more on edge.
I was just like I felt like I was like I don't know, like it's like what I imagined like someone that would be on like meth would always be like. I'd just be like, I just need to do something. What do I do? Like, let me go clean something. That's not a bad thing. So it has like good attributes in some effects, but like I don't think it was me. And I was like, I can do that anyway. So
It's like a very weird bind
Just
for
like-
prescribing kids, because the main reason I think that school administrators or parents want you to do it in the first place is not because it necessarily helps, but because it will help them deal with you.
Yeah, it's more or less just making it easier for you to, fit in and follow the task and just do what you're told, kind of.
Yeah, so did you always feel like a total outlier in school?
I just hate authority. I hate being told what to do when I don't want to do it. Like, if I don't want to do this, why the hell should I do it?
So you probably had a ton of principal visits growing up.
So I mean, I was always in trouble. I got caught with a bong in 7th grade.
Oh, you were smoking that early?
Yeah.
But you started in 7th grade, or?
I started that year, yeah. And then in that year, I just like went full on. I never did anything else. I hated like my mom, and I've seen my parents and stuff do a bunch of drugs, and seen people close to me do all kinds of pills and stuff, so I never liked any of that. But as soon as I picked up weed, I just loved it, and I started carrying a bong in my jacket, and I'd bring it to my locker every day. Every day, I'd ride the bus from school to my friend's house with the bong in my jacket.
7th grade?
7th grade.
Yes, were you an anxious kid?
I was very anxious.
Still anxious?
Still anxious.
Me too.
That's why I smoke weed probably a lot.
So, yeah, you were just saying, like, you weren't fucking with pills. I saw the merch you had. Doesn't say, like, fuck pharmaceuticals?
Yeah,
or?
it actually says fuck RX. Yeah,
Okay.
I have one shirt. It has Adderall and a Percocet, a few ones that have, like, actually hit notes to me, and a couple of random ones, too, that are on the shirt. And I'll probably get sued one day for that shirt. Who knows? I don't know if they can do that or not.
I don't think they can do that.
But if not, then... yeah, no, that means a lot to me because
So you're totally anti-pharmaceutical.
yeah, like I haven't taken an aspirin in years, like ever.
Anti-pills.
I'm anti every pill. Yeah, I don't really, unless like you have like a heart condition and your heart's gonna fail and like you can only take this one pill and it might like you live a couple more years. Then like, all right, do your thing.
Mm-hmm.
But like, there's other remedies for everything. Most things are health or diet based, I believe.
I totally agree. And exercise.
And exercise, yeah.
But additionally, I don't know, and I think sometime during my Adderall days, I had a realization like, yo, essentially, if you want to think about it in the most negative way possible, pharmaceuticals, they can help a lot of people, but yo, it's other dudes out here making pills to kind of control your mind a little bit.
Well, the problem is,
fuck with your brain
yeah,
chemistry.
they're doing that a lot. And then, like, the other thing is, because it's from a doctor, people just think it's, like, nothing. And, like, just because it's the doctor says you can take this thing doesn't mean that it's not, like, that you can just take 100 of them. Like, and people have that effect, like, oh, add more water, it'll grow more. Like, that doesn't work with things.
Mm-hmm.
There's, like, a fine balance of everything. It's called homeostasis.
Exactly.
And
you feel like you're in a good state of homeostasis right now?
I'm in probably one of the best states I've ever been in my mind-wise.
Fire homeostasis, man.
Yeah, I'm firing it up right now. I mean, despite, like, my page being in a weird mist right now, like, I think I've got it figured out what I want to do.
Word.
And
took you some time?
Yeah, it took me some time. I did all the 9-to-5 jobs. I grinded my back, and I never got fired for anything, but I just realized that was a waste of time.
Yeah, because you weren't enjoying yourself.
Because I wasn't enjoying myself, and there's no future in it. Like, and the other thing is, I was thinking about robots, man. AI is coming in hot. I don't want to scare you, dude.
You're not scaring me at all.
But every single physical labor job that I've ever done in my past, like, any career that I've done before trying to just be a creator was something that a robot would do 10 times better and 100 times faster.
More efficient.
And more efficiently.
And for cheaper.
And for cheaper money once it becomes that way.
But my stance on that is artificial intelligence is fire, right?
It's scary.
It's scary, but when it comes to business, bro, any sort of business, you have to be able to relate to the people you're doing business with. Nobody's going to say, yo, let me go make this deal with this robot.
Yeah, you're right. There still needs to be customer relations.
100%. And robots won't be able to empathize with people or sympathize.
And that's why, so there'll always be that, like, physical contact part.
I'm just saying, between you and I, like, let's say you own a landscaping company, right? And then there's a company that has a landscaping company. All your work's done by robots. They're all workers, right? I'm going to say, yo, I'd probably rather work with them because then I can at least talk to the workers and say, yo, bro, this is what I want to get done. Instead of going to robots like, hey, how are you? Nice to see you.
It's a good point. That's a good point. So there's a big barrier there, too. And it's like, yeah, you'd want to support the people. But
those robots, though.
But I don't think it's, like, a terrible thing. Like, I don't think it's going to, like, take their jobs from them. Like, people are, like it is going to be directly taking it in the like, short term. But in the long run, like, it's going to open up. Like, people just need to look at other areas. Like, we need to create more creative jobs.
What's the candidate's name who's running? Is it Andrew Yang?
I try. I have a hard time even looking at the news.
Well, there's this. Is he Chinese on?
I don't know. Probably. Yeah.
He's Asian.
He's an Asian guy running right now?
Yeah, but he the focus of his campaign is like, yo, I worked in Silicon Valley, right? And I'm telling you, all these jobs that middle America needs, like truckers and plumbers and electricians, 15 years, this AI wave's coming, and I need to go make you guys jobs because they're going to get taken.
They're gone. So that's why, like, I mean, I was seeing, I actually saw a documentary on, like, truck drivers, because it's like, you know, a 60-year-old truck driver can't go and learn computers all of a sudden. So
that was a huge learn a code.
Yeah, so there's a big cutoff, you know, like, so there's going to be a period where people are kind of screwed, and, like people are going to be like, yeah, all our jobs are lost. But you know what? It's, like, a better future, because, like, think about how society even created in the first place is, you know, we got enough free time because we started growing crops so that we could sit there and think about stuff. So, I mean, we sit in 3-4 hours in traffic every day to go work a job that's like we're hating ourselves. And then we're going back just to, like, live in the house that you did all that just to pay for. So it's, like, going to enable us to have more free time to actually think about what we should really be doing with our time.
I totally agree. And that's just because we're very advanced civilization and we're growing, like, wicked quick. Mm-hmm. But this is that simulation shit that gets me all caught up. You know, like, all the simulation theories that humanity is simulation.
Yeah.
So I got a little stance on it.
Yeah.
It's scary to think.
Yeah.
But, dude, think of every other species that's ever been on this rock we call Earth, right? None of them have advanced nearly as fast as humanity, and we are so quick.
Oh, I definitely believe in aliens.
Okay, tell me more.
I mean, if you want me to start on that, I definitely think there's been some interference.
There's aliens on the planet, or they were looking down.
They may be on the planet, but like I basically have looked at I've been thinking it since I started, even before I started smoking weed. Actually, it was like right when I was about to start smoking weed. They were all kind of the same ideas, and I was like, you know what, I want to start smoking weed. But I've always thought of society as an ant farm. And, like, somebody, whether, like, what we picture as God, I guess, is looking over us.
I feel you. There's an external force that's
kind
of orchestrating what's going on here.
Something might be kind of, like, pulling some strings here and there. But, like, you know what? They're okay with watching some wars. Like, God, that's why everyone's like, where's God when people are getting raped? It's like, it's a television show.
You ever think wars are maybe, like, an external force testing humanity? Like, yo, what would happen if we did this and this?
Yeah. I mean, if you look up, like, some stuff, and it's all, I mean, I don't want to get into conspiracies and stuff, but
I love it.
I'll edge in it on a little bit. But, like, if you look up reports, there's been, like, nukes where they're about to drop a nuke, and then all of a sudden it just, like, will become undetonated. Or, like, not undetonated, I don't know what the word would be. Diffused, yeah. And, like, so, like, there was, I forget, I'm bad with memory, but, like, I remember events and terms. So there was something, they were, like, flying it over somewhere, and, like, they were literally about to drop it. And, like, it just
was
diffused.
Recently?
Yeah. And there was reports, the air pilot said, like, he thinks he saw something fly by him. So, like, who knows? Maybe an aliens came by and were like, dude, you can't just blow up the world yet. Like, turn off that nuke, dude. What is wrong with you? I don't know.
If there was one human you think in pop culture that's an alien, who would it be?
Elon Musk.
You think so?
Yeah.
I don't think.
Or
Elon.
you know, Mark Zuckerberg.
So you think the most highly advanced. So when you're thinking the aliens, you're thinking that they're a much more highly advanced species than we are.
Oh, for sure. I mean, there might be there's probably different species of aliens. I mean, why wouldn't there be?
It's wild, man. If you get caught up in the fucking...
Yeah. I mean, if there's different races of people and different animals, there's definitely... Like, so, like, I've always thought about it like angels and demons. Maybe there's just two different races of aliens. One's evil, one's more good.
But also, what if
I don't know.
What if we deem ourselves as smart because we're the smartest things on this planet, but what if in our closed-minded brains, there's species that are so unimaginable out there that are, like, outside this planet, outside this galaxy, that are like, dude, what the fuck is that?
Well, I think even whales might be smarter than us.
Dolphins, supposedly. And dolphins are also the only other species that can get pleasure from getting nut.
They've been conscious for hundreds of thousands of years, and they've learned to live on this earth without polluting it. So, I mean, if you think that we're smarter than them, it's kind of a weird... I don't know. I've gotten a big debate with
but have they advanced? But whales haven't advanced as...
They just don't have thumbs. What does that mean? Like, they don't need a house.
But thumbs are an adaptation, though.
Yeah,
from time.
But they don't need a house.
They have a house. They got a big-ass house.
Yeah,
it's called the ocean.
Yeah, they don't need... Exactly. So what would signify them being advanced?
In our eyes?
Yeah.
Probably the accomplishments of the species over time.
Which would be what? Just surviving.
Well, think of...
We're about to kill ourselves.
Not soon.
We might be on the verge. Like, if we keep...
That's that paranoid talk. Come on,
it's paranoid, but, I mean, if we keep treating the world the way it is, then we're not going to have much longer here.
But that's why I think this motherfucker could be a simulation sometimes, bro.
Maybe.
It's like, yo, let's create this
or
sick
the whales are
species.
onto something, and they were like, dude, you guys are, like, going to... Like, you're doing too much. You're just making stuff to burn it. Like, we've just been living in this water for millions of years, like, chilling out. Like, we haven't even touched the earth.
How much of that do you think is also the gestation period of the whale, though? Because they're pregnant for, like, 2-3 years sometimes.
Yeah.
Humans pop out a baby 9 months. You feel me? It's a little harder to grow the species as fast.
That's true. I mean, I don't know. Maybe there's an underwater whale Atlantis that we don't know about.
Yo, you can make some fire content down there, bro.
You never... Yeah, like, if I went there, then, yeah, that would be crazy. A big collab right there.
Big memes, bro.
Yeah, with the whale god. That'd be
Thank
epic.
you for coming, Zach.
Yeah.
Appreciate it.
I'd learn how to speak like Dory.
Or what if you walked into the forest and there was just a big deer colony? That's like,
dude,
hey,
who knows? Maybe deer are smarter than us.
That's Derek the deer, bro.
I just think that we undermine animals to make us feel smarter because we can't communicate with them. Like I feel like we discredit. Like I'm not saying all animals are.
You
smart
have
as
a dog?
us. I don't, but my friends do.
Phil, you got a dog?
Phil? No, Phil had a cat. Dude, that trash can just keeps opening.
It's the aliens, bro.
It's the simulation, yeah.
Caught in the sim.
I think we're either in the Matrix or it's the aliens.
So
That's what I've concluded.
elaborate when you say the Matrix.
Like you said, it's a simulation.
The Matrix is a complicated ass.
The Matrix was a weird simulation, but like that's kind of like the idea of when you talk about simulation, what I think most people think of.
So let's say you are somewhat a believer in the fact that maybe we're on this earth and someone else is setting it up. Okay, so are you a big believer in like predetermination?
You mean like destiny?
Yeah, like predestination.
Well,
It's like you're put on this planet to go do this thing. It's already laid out.
That's tough. That's almost kind of like a nature versus nurture talk, because it's almost like I feel like there's always a combination. Like you might have the ability to do anything, but unless you use it, then it's just gonna go to waste. So I mean, like, we might have the smartest person in the world who could like end everything and like create like some like free energy thing, but he's in poverty in Africa and he's never gonna learn something. So
but that's why it'd be that predestination. You feel me? Maybe it wasn't. Maybe he wasn't gifted with that path, man.
I don't know. I mean, I like to think of that. Like, I like to think everyone has a destiny and they'll reach it one way or another. Maybe it's like one lifetime or the next. Like, maybe you won't reach it in this lifetime if you're not in the right circumstances.
Let's hope you reach it, though.
I want to reach them in this lifetime.
That'd be great.
Yeah, I think we're on the right path. I think you're on the right path.
Thank you, man.
Yeah.
Hopefully the simulation's looking out.
Yeah, I think the aliens, praise the aliens. I pray to.
Shout out to the aliens.
I don't really pray to God. I don't know who to believe in. I don't know what God. I believe in something. I don't know if it's God or what.
Yeah, so
it's energy.
But so in your psychosis, where does faith fall in though? Because mind you, you're in a position now where you are a self-starter. I'm assuming you want to grow your own business. A lot of risk involved. What we would deem as what other people would deem as risk. A lot of just hoping, right? So so where does faith play into this, and who are you like faithful to?
Yeah, I guess that's where you're going at this. Yeah, so I mean, I'm just faithful in consistency and like hard work and.
Let's fucking go, Zach.
Let's just freaking go, man. Like I think it's all about persistence, dude. Because you know what it is? Everyone gives up right before they make it. Or like not even right before they make it. Like you never know, or they're just too scared to start. Like you know how many people have failed over and over again? Like every business that you look up, everything. Amazon was in a garage, they failed. Google's gone bankrupt. Everything, like they had their up and their down, and then like it's all about the trajectory. Like where are you overall heading?
So what do you? So when you're checking progress, you do like 6 months. Is that what you do? Like where was I 6 months ago?
Yeah. Yeah, because otherwise you're like if I get caught up in like the weeks, like right now I'm like, dude, right now I'm at a downslope because
you took
everything's screwed up.
The SWAT team
I got kidnapped and shit. Yeah, shit was crazy. So I'm at a downslope, but when I look at it overall, 6 months ago I probably had 100K, so I don't know.
And what do you got now?
155. Probably a little more than that. A little more time than that. I was at 100K. So
I was having the same talk with Isabel when she was up here, but I was like, yo, you're never like, yo, I'm about to go take this fucking crazy risk. I'm scared as shit, but yo, God's got me. That doesn't dawn on you ever?
Yeah, I don't know. Yeah, I like to think that someone's on my back, I guess. Yeah.
I wonder if that's just human nature, though.
I think that's just like you just want to hope for something, I think.
Just hope good things are going to happen.
Yeah.
Positivity.
I mean, if it's better to be positive than negative. I spent a lot of my life being negative.
When did it switch for you?
When I realized that I needed to start doing what I wanted to do.
Oh, so it was through all this bullshit jobs. Shit was beat.
But bullshit jobs, just school, man, and like life. Like I had like I don't want to make excuses, but like I think I would have been I would have done a lot more had I been in a better situation in my childhood. But do you
mind talking about your childhood?
No, yeah, I don't care at all. Yeah, I mean stuff was rough.
This is in Marshfield?
Yeah, in Marshfield. I mean, yeah, it sounds like a suburban town, and it is, but there's rough parts of everywhere. So, I was homeless with my mom for a few months when I was like 6 or 7.
No way.
And then she got onto housing when like her and my dad used to just fight all the time. Like, I don't even want to get into it, but then so then it was like just me and my mom. But I've just seen like boyfriend after boyfriend, and like they're all hooked on drugs and all kinds of stuff. So I've just basically been in like the wrong crowd. I was raised in the wrong crowd, so I'm lucky to even be where I am, I think.
So, well, one point is, my parents were divorced growing up. Totally cool with my dad. My dad's a great dude. Growing up, didn't see him a whole lot. Feel me? But don't you think that made you a little more independent, ultimately?
For sure. And you know what? Like, it's not a bad thing, because I learned a lot, and like I would be envious of sheltered kids. Because I'd be like, oh, like it, like I'd almost envy the fact that like they didn't have to see the reality that I would see sometimes. But when I actually like realized that they were missing out on a lot of good info, that
for sure,
like,
you feel less sheltered, right?
Yeah, because and like now I talk to my dad and stuff, but like I was in a similar situation where like we lost touch for a long time. And didn't really talk much, and then like we'd talk for a while and then wouldn't talk. But like now we're like the past is the past, and we're just kind of we talk now. And
there's something about having some sort of emotional, for lack of a better word, trauma growing up that it totally makes you more emotionally intelligent going forward. Don't you think?
Yeah, no, for sure. I think like trauma and pain and agony is like what fuels like comedy too, and just like creating that perspective, because if either you will sulk in those thoughts and continue to stay down, or you'll learn how to make the best of that situation, because that's all you can really do. And like if you envy your life and keep comparing to other people, everyone has a totally different background. Like I don't know where the hell you're from, you don't know where the hell I'm from, except for what I've just told you.
Pretty sure you're from Marshfield.
Yeah, well, I just told you. So but other than that, like you can't compare your path to someone else's path.
Yeah, I understand what you're saying. But so do you think some of your consistent acting out was in school had to do with some of the bullshit that was going on at the crib?
Oh yeah, for sure. That's basically.
Were school administrators like aware of it? Like, yo, this kid.
No, because I wouldn't tell anybody anything.
Totally, always hid it.
Yeah, no, like I wouldn't like. But like I was asked when I was dropping out, is my guidance counselor was like, so what could I tell a student in your position to try to help them before it gets to this point? And you know what? I didn't have anything to tell him, because I was like, I don't think I would have listened to you, because I was a stubborn asshole back then. Mm-hmm. So I don't know. I don't know what you would tell me, because I was like a brick wall. You could throw anything at me, and I would just be like, screw you.
I feel you. So what?
So, sorry to interrupt you, but yeah, it takes like, you need to want to do it to change too. Anything.
Yeah, I know, but so what I'm saying is.
But what are you getting at?
No, so school administrators were aware. They must be somewhat aware that like what was going on at your crib was not fully stable, right?
Yeah. Yeah, I had like DSS and stuff would come in, but that was like unrelated, and well, kind of related, I guess. Yeah. So I had those. They would be in and out. Like I've had like 6 or 7 cases. I don't even know how many. They would come like every other year. I'd have DSS. Like, so I was always on like the verge of almost getting taken from my mom or something.
Wow. You're cool with your mom now, though, right?
Yeah, I'm cool with my mom. Yeah.
Cool.
I mean, she's not a bad mom. She does her best. But she didn't do the best things.
The human, herself. Though,
And she's a human. Yeah. Everyone's human, so you got to forgive and forget.
So where, like you kind of grew up with some bullshit going on. Sorry. Pretty admirable to talk about it.
Yeah, no, it actually feels kind of good to talk about it. Like I haven't ever publicly talked about anything like that, really. So, yeah, it kind of feels kind of good, actually.
Feels solid to exploit you, bro.
Yeah. I mean, you can exploit me all you want.
No. Yeah, so, but when it came to the pharmaceuticals, what in your childhood did you think, because your shirt says fuck RX, what was like the most detrimental drug that you had seen?
Probably Xanax.
Fucking terrible.
Terrible.
Have you ever taken it?
I did. I took one half of one once.
It's ruined. So before you got to school, when you're 24, I'd say probably 3 years ago, Xanax was rampant.
Big boom. And it sucks because I don't want to hate on music industry because I love music and like I love all music.
They glorify it?
They glorified it too much, and like people are listening to it, and it feels good to be doing what the rappers are talking about while you're listening to the music. And it just does, because you're
look up to these dudes.
You're like living in it, and you all of a sudden feel like you're them, but like you're not even close. So like, I actually just made another shirt that says "Act Your Wage," and I'm gonna come out with that soon. But I feel like, that's just a point that everyone needs to like realize, like. I don't want to, I mean, it's okay if you want to go be flashy, but, like, that's not me. Like, I don't want a Gucci belt. I don't want, like...
Yeah, but then again, if your bag's not fat. But once you start realizing, holy shit, this luxury shit might be a reality, you might like it, though. You don't know.
I'm not, what I meant, you didn't let me finish, is, like, I don't want a Gucci belt before I can, like, provide shit. Like, I don't want to spend my one paycheck on a Gucci belt. Like, make sure you can... cover everything else before you go and splurge on something that's not going to do any value to you. Invest in yourself. Go make some money before you spend it.
Okay, so this is a good segue. There's a couple things. Well, let's just get back to Xans.
Oh yeah, sorry. I didn't mean to switch topics on Xans.
So Xans.
I hate those things.
Tough, man. They were so big in my school, and I thought it was pretty funny. But to be honest, because like these kids act like zombies off the Xans, and I'm like, yo, this is just hilarious. But dude, psychotically addictive.
People don't think that pills are heroin.
Xans are scary, man. I've seen it ruin a couple kids.
Opioids and like a lot of those pills are basically just synthetic heroin because they're just made in a different form and then packaged up in a way that is legal, so they can market it to you, and your doctor gives it to you, so you think it's not that, or other people get it from the doctors. So one way or another, people just like don't think of it. They think of it as an Advil.
So eventually, after we're out of here, I'm gonna send you the link to the Scott Sigmund. So I had like the leading orthopedic surgeon in Boston come up, and he's totally opioid sparing.
That's epic.
But he was saying the same shit, man. He was like, dude, pharmaceutical companies totally aware that this shit is totally detrimental.
Yeah. No, it's totally like a known thing. It's sad. It's really sad.
Terrible.
I've seen like terrible story. Like I've just seen lives ruined over and over. Friendships get ruined.
Well, I was gonna say, bro, Plymouth, the opioid problem's bad down there.
Yeah, it is bad in Plymouth, and even in Marshfield though, like. Don't hide on the suburbs. Every single suburb has got it too. Like
I was gonna say, it's usually those beach towns off season are bad.
Yeah.
Marshfield's on a beach, right?
Yeah, Marshfield's right on a beach. Yeah.
Wild.
There's nothing much to do though. So it's like you either go out and drink and party, or you sit at home and do Xans, or you go out and party and do Xans. I don't know.
Or you make a couple memes.
Or you make memes and videos and try to do something with yourself. Yeah.
I like that. So that's interesting though. I mean, because your style of comedy is like totally, for lack of a better word, outrageous.
Yeah.
Which that's your niche.
Yeah.
But has it been tough for you? I asked Clout the same thing. Has it been? I'm gonna put my hand up because I might cut you up a clip because this is a good one. But has it been tough for you, like, try to express to people that you're serious about being funny? Because what you come across as is like.
Yeah, I didn't tell anybody that I was even doing my page until I hit like 50K. Like none of my friends knew.
Wow.
Nobody knew until I was around 50K, and then like I started coming out about it, and like people were talking about it, and then like their little sisters would like be following me already, and they'd be like, they like thought I was famous. Like I was like, dude, it's not that big a deal. Like I'm just trying to like do something else, and like I'm just a person. Everyone's just a person.
Yeah, I know. But I mean, like, is it tough for you, like as a comedian? Right, because mind you, back in my heyday, I was making YouTube sketches.
Okay.
And people didn't. It was tough for people to express because I was trying very hard to be funny on camera.
Right.
But it's like off camera, you got to be serious about moving this shit and growing it. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Has that been a tough bind for you?
Yeah, like people don't think it's work. Like people like, I guess that's what you're getting at. Like,
People don't think you grind.
people don't think I'm grinding, like, because I'm sitting there liking photos. Like how I was saying, like, I was grinding too much. I was liking and commenting too much. Like, I know that seems like it's just viewing and scrolling to
It's
most
nothing,
people,
yeah.
but that was actually me. Like, to me, that was grinding. Like, I was working, and then, like, just getting up and making content, like you getting up, setting this up, putting together your show. Like, you know what it takes to grind, and people think about it, and, like, you'll come after a long day, and they'll be like, oh, I spent all day, like, you know, doing this,
Doing
and,
this
like,
Excel spreadsheet.
yeah, doing the stupid 9-to-5er, and then, like, they come home and you know, think that you weren't doing anything all day. And it's like, no, I've actually been up since 6 a.m. doing more than you.
Yeah, so what is your day-to-day like as a meme creator and page grower / social media influencer / good guy?
So my time frame is, like, basically whenever I'm awake. Sometimes I'll, like, run all night and then, like, sleep a little bit. But usually I wake up kind of early, and I usually just start out, make some tea, look at some stuff, and, oh, sorry, I've got, like, burps.
Take your time, bro.
Yeah, so I'll usually just, like, look at stuff and go over some skits or ideas that I had that I was working on, and, like, I usually try to start each day either making content or completing content from the day before.
So hold up. How do you make memes? Do you have a software?
Yeah. I started out using, like, a bunch of different ones, and I had I'm at a loss for words. I had all the Photoshop apps on my phone, and, like, it was, like, a huge process. I'd have to do, like, this app to this app to this app to this app.
There must be a base meme creating app though now, right?
Yeah, so now I just use one that's just called Memes, and because
Cut that check, memes.
For a while I started just using Twitter, because everyone started just using, like, that text is what people like, and, like, I don't know, for some reason that's the text that's been, like, stuck as the meme text. So that default Twitter text is, like, the perfect text. So, like, I literally have a page on Twitter that I don't even use, which I probably should use, that I will just post the memes to, and then take a screenshot and then delete it.
Word, okay.
There's no followers. It's just, like, that's just, like, a dead account.
Helps the process.
So I will do that, or I'll make it on Photoshop on my computer now. But
Okay.
then I always add my watermark after using a Photoshop app.
Which is essential, right?
Essential.
Because plagiarism is brazy.
Huge in the meme community.
So, yeah, I was watching American Meme last night. A little preparation. No one
Mhm.
thinks I prepared, man. I've been doing homework.
Yeah.
But I was watching it last night, and the fat Jewish.
Yeah.
So, mind you, I got to keep it a buck. Never really been totally 100% forward on the memes. I always felt like I was kind of out of the loop. I wasn't really understanding it.
Yeah.
But I knew of the fat Jewish, and I knew that he was, like, notorious for taking other people's shit.
Yeah.
And he was just like, you guys don't get it. Like, everyone does this.
Yeah, they all do it. And you know what? Like, Fuck Jerry said it in a good way. And, like, I'm not going to hate on them because, you know, they did their success. But I do wish they credited people along the way more because, you know, they got to their point. And now the way that the platform's built, it's really hard to gain. So, like, they basically took everyone's content, and but they just call themselves curators. You know, they're good at looking at the content.
If it's funny.
They do have a good sense of humor. So, like, what they find funny is typically funny to the general public.
And essentially,
So they'll just
at this
repost
point, same show at Barstool.
Mm-hmm.
Their Instagram pages, at least. I mean, they do a ton of native content, bro.
Yeah.
You're familiar with Barstool, correct?
Yeah, but they that's what they do. They look for submissions too, and
their Instagram page is great.
it's great. Yeah.
Yeah, so I think, just finish on your day-to-day. The ADHD boys are up here bouncing between 5,000 topics.
Yeah, I don't know what
You're
about
sa-
my day to day. So
You're saying you wake up.
yeah, I wake up. I try to usually, like, solidify either content that I had. So, like, usually, like, ideas will just come to me randomly. Like, maybe right now I'd have one, and I just put a note of, like, the basic, like, idea, and then elaborate on it later, either by myself or, like, with some friends to try to get another perspective on it.
Okay.
Because it's always good to have other perspectives. So, like, sometimes I'll go over content with people and just, like, be like, is this whack? You know? Or, like, what do you think? Like, what should
I
I
had
do?
some shit recently that was, like, ridiculous. It was hilarious.
Yeah, so I always try to get a second perspective. But lately I've been kind of diverting, trying to make more videos because I think that's funner, And
yeah, but no, I think it's hilarious. The funniest shit was Tuck. Come on, Tuck.
Tuck me in, Tucker. Yeah. Yeah, so that was a skit. It's weird too, because like I did that all alone in a tripod, just like
I used to do that too.
totally alone.
And are you ever acting like, yo, what the fuck am I doing?
You wonder what the hell you're doing with yourself. And like it's hard to show people the outtakes too, because like it's raw footage. Raw footage is never that funny. And like even telling people ideas sometimes doesn't translate well because they don't see what I'm seeing.
Mm-hmm.
Like I literally will have a whole skit thought out in my head, and like,
I feel like you got a perfect, like, you're totally cut out for what you're doing.
Oh, I have it all. Like when I envision an idea, I know like the thing that I hate is because I want to direct it, be in it, and come up with the idea. And like I want to direct, like whenever I have something, I always have the exact like angle figured out, or like I'll think about how it's gonna start. So like I appreciate good directing, so like I want to try to do that. Most people don't even like look at that or like care really, but like people who do like notice it, and like the good videos usually are produced pretty well. What was I saying?
Well, here's a question. We're talking about your day to day, but here's a question. Dude, how much has like meme culture changed since the Vine days? So what I'm assuming is Vine is when it started to, like, around then was when the short clips, short videos were really starting to become popular, right?
Yeah, like the rise of Logan Paul, Amanda Cerny. I don't even know how to say all their names.
But that's when meme culture started.
Yeah, that was probably like the
2015, 2014.
What do you say? Like before the climax, you know, it's like that big like
the climb.
Yeah, that's the climb of memes. And like it brought a lot of people up. Like everyone who was big on Vine is now doing it great and like making money off it.
Oh, for sure.
They've had to switch platforms obviously because Vine died, but they were
smart
you on
enough
Vine?
To do
Were you
so. Doing Vine?
No. So I was like, I didn't actually use social media back then. I was the last kid to download Twitter. It was
You're
like
what the fuck is this?
I realized that I was like an idiot for not, and that's why I kind of like that was like another part of my like name. Like I actually had other names before, but it's like I was stupid for not making an account before. Like
I don't think you're stupid though, man.
Yeah.
You seem pretty introspective.
Thank you. I appreciate that.
Here for the compliments, man.
But yeah, that's kind of like it's kind of a satirical approach, obviously. I made the account.
But you've started to develop like a persona a little bit.
Yeah.
It seems like, right?
Yeah, so not only is it like a satirical approach on like society and like, so I want to be able to make fun of things, but you know, not really, I'm not out to offend people, but I want people to open their eyes a little bit sometimes.
But that's a fine line, right?
But there's a fine line because sometimes
it's like someone's got to be the butt of a joke, man.
Yeah, so sometimes it's the butt of the joke is seen the wrong way, and like
that's the worst feeling in the world.
It's the worst feeling because I've made some like posts or like a video where like I thought it was like so perfectly portraying what I wanted to portray, and it's just like every comment is like you're an asshole.
It's offensive.
Like I was like, dude, you guys are looking at this wrong. Like I'm making fun of the people who are doing that.
It's tough, man. Like
so,
you don't want to hurt anyone's feelings.
People don't get what you're doing, and a lot of people don't get that. When I'm going for satire, and that's like what the page is made for. So,
well, as a new age comedian, I mean, you want your audience to have a level of intelligence, though, too, right?
Yeah, I do. Yeah. So I feel like the main crowd is the younger crowd, though, too. So that's why it's like I want to be able to hit everything, but that's kind of really hard to do. So that's where.
So back to the shift in meme culture.
Yeah.
So it started off with 6-second videos, right?
Mm-hmm.
Pictures, but it's changed a lot.
Yeah, it changed a lot.
Like just even looking at your page, like if I went all the way down, like the format has changed.
Mm-hmm.
It used to always be that blue backdrop or that black backdrop. So the famous ones, there's like the baby who like held his fist.
Yeah, yeah.
There's the cat.
Yeah.
These are like the OG ones.
So
right?
they call those like templates almost, or themes almost. I forget. There's another word for them too, but.
What's that fucking kid's name? It's hilarious.
Who, the Backpack Kid?
No, Backpack Kid's classic too. No, dude, it's like
Hank.
Bad Luck Brian.
Oh, Bad Luck Brian. Yeah, that's funny. Yeah, so like I don't know, if you look up memes, it's basically just like if you look up the definition of a meme, I'm pretty sure it's something along the lines of you know, it's kind of like it's kind of like a ploy at you know, different things in culture. So it could be on anything. So So I feel like videos kind of are a meme in their own sense anyway, without even like realizing it, because that's just the definition of a meme is like anything that kind of approaches.
Yeah, but culturally,
culture.
you know what I mean, though. Meme. And so GIFs can be memes, right?
Yeah. So I think like in classification, it's really anything with like an image and a text over it now is what people look at it.
So how has it changed? Like visually?
Visually, I think it's definitely like solidified. Like it used to be like you could usually just have words over the image, and like remember it would just be like
look it up.
Yeah. If you look up like memes, there's like old sites like ifunny.com will still have like the traditional style, and it will just be like there'll be like a white text and then like a black outline of the text, and it will just be right over the image, so like no white background, like you know how there'll be a white bar up top, so it'll just be like on the image. Those are definitely how I think it started, and but then as it progressed, people started like it kind of getting like that. I think it was Twitter really, because like it's that Twitter style stuck. Now it's like if you don't have if you don't do a meme in Twitter format, people don't even want to look at it.
So when on a business tip, like, is your content like hit or miss for the most part? Is it like, because as a meme creator, you want to go for virality, right? That's the goal.
Yeah, well, a lot of people
have you had viral memes?
Yeah. I've had. If you scroll down, I've had like a lot more success in the last couple of years than I have this year. But yeah, I've had some posts.
What was your biggest?
My biggest post was probably one about bread. It was actually like calling out.
I like the fact you put your face in it a bunch though.
Yeah, so I meme myself.
Smart as fuck.
So that's why I started memeing myself, and some people don't like it, but it's like whatever.
This shit was ridiculous but hilarious.
Yeah, that was.
She says she wants to get to know the real me underneath the mask society forces us to wear, and it's like from that fucking
from a museum.
meat bodies exhibit.
Yeah. And he's got his skin off. I'm surprised that didn't get reported. So stuff like that will get reported and taken down like often. So there's a lot of like ones that I made that went viral.
This was the big one?
Yeah, that was probably one of my biggest ones. It was actually talking about doctors and just dietary shit. And I think because it was approached as a joke, it's like why I went viral, but I was actually kind of serious in what I was saying.
Takes real nutrients. So it's a picture, if you're listening, there's a picture of white bread on the left. There's a picture of wheat bread on the right. It says genius and stupid. The white bread takes real nutrients out, adds man-made nutrients, leads to chronic disease. So you can sell them medicine too. Leaves the real nutrients in, doesn't add fake nutrients, keeps people healthy. They don't need to take medicine. This seems like a pretty complicated one to me.
It was complicated. I was trying to inform people, but it was a joke because like I knew that people would look at that and be like, "This is so dumb," but yet it actually has some facts in it too. So like that's what I started trying to do is like I want to like approach.
So are these not copyrighted images though? You're allowed to use those?
Those images are definitely might be copyrighted.
No, they're not.
No, they're not though. But I just got them from somewhere. I don't know where those are from.
Yeah, that's like. Yeah, okay, continue.
But typically, so that's why I've started, most pictures I do now are mostly my own, or now I'm trying to do my own actual videos and stuff too. But yeah, so that was just a ploy, I was just talking about how that you eat white bread, which is like they take out the bran, which is like all the nutrients in the bread.
White bread's so bad for you.
So bad. So they take out when it happened is when they made white flour. They were trying to make something for shelf life. Mm-hmm. So they made it, and now it like can last on like 100-year shelf. So it's not really a good thing to be eating. Mm-hmm. Second, they took out the bran, which is like the main nutritious part. So then they started adding other nutrients in, but those nutrients are derived from ways that our body really like can't recognize them the right way. Right. And they're probably sourced from like toxic situations. So I mean the real answer is to just eat the way things are. Like I just feel like going back to nature a little bit. And
people think this was funny, or like this is.
I think that was just people thought it was funny because they thought it was a total joke. But like it got people's eyes.
I get the satirical nature of it though.
Yeah, so that's probably like the epitome of what I want to do. But then like there's other posts that are just like flat out jokes, and then like so I'm not always gonna be hitting that satirical note.
I feel you. There's I was telling On before you got up here, but dude, I read some study, I don't know where I saw it, but you know how big Lil Pump is now, right? Major icon. Lil Pump.
Oh, Lil Pump, yeah. I've like combined those things, and I heard like Bigelow Pump. I like thought it was a new person. All right, yeah, Lil Pump.
Sounds like a porn star, bro.
Yeah, I was like, who's Bigelow Pump, dude? That sounds like someone I should know.
Gotta get him in a video, bro.
Yeah, I gotta collab with him.
His label, Pump's label, bro.
Okay.
To keep his marketing prowess alive, they produce tons of memes on him.
Oh, so that was him doing that?
His label.
No shit.
So they'd be very. You know how he was in so many memes, dude. His label did that.
What the hell?
When he was coming up,
dude, that's the smartest thing ever.
Genius. They were like, because dude.
How did they start that though?
Dude, they probably hired 2-3 graphic designers in house.
That's exactly what I need.
Make 30. We have access to these pages. Go fucking send them these memes. Have them post it, and let's go.
Dude, that's why he is such a meme too. Like that's so funny.
But he's more relevant, makes more money.
Well, think about like what you saw 6ix9ine.
Wait. This is the LinkedIn clip I'm gonna use. You ready?
All right, drop it.
I'm gonna sound wicked professional. So if on LinkedIn they think I'm pro,
drop it.
So I was recently reading a study about.
I'm just laughing because I whispered.
I was recently reading a study about Lil Pump.
Okay.
The artist, and they said,
I've heard of him.
Yeah. Okay. Cool.
Yeah.
And they said that his label, in order to market him as an up-and-coming artist, they said we're gonna pump as many memes into the culture because they have the most marketing prowess and engagement as possible. You're a meme creator. Why aren't memes deemed as the most monetizable marketing now, seeing as Lil Pump is like one of the biggest artists of our generation?
Because Instagram wants that for themselves. Because.
But we are in agreement. This is acting.
Oh yeah, no.
But we are in agreement that memes are a psycho marketing.
Oh,
tool.
It's the new industry of television entertainment, like
podcasts,
like television and stuff. It's all getting pushed to streaming and live streams, or being able to actually click on it and watch it when you want to watch it. So old medias are kind of dying, and
you feel like you're at the head of it.
I feel like we're at the head of it, dude.
Nice.
I feel like you are too.
Especially in Boston.
Yeah.
Well, you're Plymouth, but.
Yeah, I mean, I just whatever. New England. I don't want to say I'm from Boston when I say that, so I always just I tell people where I'm from. And they're like, "Where the hell are you talking about?" It'd be easier if I said Boston, but I don't want to be a poser.
Yeah. Well, I'm not actually from Boston.
Yeah.
But the show takes place.
Oh, you poser.
In Somerville,
poser.
Which also is in Boston.
Poser.
But On goes to school in Boston.
Oh, okay. All right.
And On's been here for 2 episodes. So
that
legitimizes my cause.
You got points. I'm just kidding. I'm just messing with you. But you know what I mean.
But the business behind memes itself, couldn't marketing agencies reach out to you, people who want higher engagement reach out to you and say, yo, make us some make us some marketable memes?
Yeah, that's like I was talking about with the ice cream cone. That was like one of the best advertising collabs I ever did. And it was with, I'll shout them out right now. They were Coney Waffle in New York. And they just do like funky ice cream cones and like wicked cool sundaes. And like I saw their page and I was like, that would just make a great meme. So I actually contacted them. I was like, hey, if you want to run some promos, like I could totally help you out. And it ended up going really well, and it got like 500,000 views just on one post and like 30-something thousand likes.
And this was posted on your page?
This was on my page, yeah. This was when I was doing well, too. Like I wasn't in the weird mist that I'm in right now, so my posts were getting explore, and I hit like every hashtag that they wanted me to. And I was like on the top post for all those hashtags.
And it boosted their
It was
sales?
It was on a holiday. It was some like dessert day or something, like right before dessert day.
National Ice Cream Day,
something like that. Yeah.
So how do you, as a meme creator, how do you monetize?
You basically by like the main reasons I found is like reaching out and just like blind calling or like blind emailing, messaging, finding
such a niche thing to be able to do too.
Yeah, because like you do get people that reach out to you. Like I've had a lot of people reach out, and I've denied a lot of people. Like a lot of people want to like sell their watches and like weird stuff, and I'm like I don't know. So some stuff I've denied, some stuff I've gone with, and like I've collaborated with some. Actually, like the chocolate dicks I have on my site. You can send anyone a chocolate dick or a pile of shit, and that's a collaboration with this other company that I worked with. And
so what I'm saying is though, like this is you're done doing other jobs, right? 9 to 5. This is so Stupid Americans. You're full time, right?
Yeah, I'm going all in.
Fire. Why not?
Yeah, I got to go all in for it.
So how you get paid most frequently? I'm sure there's a bunch of ways with the attention. If your page develops a lot of attention, but you get paid by brands reaching out saying, "Hey, we want to shout out on the page, make a meme for us."
Yeah, or they'll just already have a product. So like I'll charge more if they want me to actually make them something. But if they just have a post, then I actually kind of have stopped even doing that though. I only really want to do it if they want me to do something for them, because like I don't want to just keep pushing ads. So I was doing some for a while, but I kind of stopped that. But usually they'll send a photo and like have it already made, and like they'll just want to pay for like 2 hour shout out and just post that photo.
Well, question, as a side hustle, couldn't you, aside from your page, couldn't you like reach out to big brands just and say consistently like, yo, I'll make memes for you all the time?
Yeah, no, that's probably like the main way to try to monetize is actually reaching out yourself, and that's something I've starting to do a lot more just recently. And
do you, in apparel, so you're trying to like kind of develop like off the coattails of the memes, also what Gary Vaynerchuk would call a prevalent personal brand? Correct,
yeah. So Gary is probably one of my big, I watch him. He's a huge influence on my decisions lately because I've been trying to like solidify myself as, who I am. Because like I said, I'm going all in on this. So I want people to know that it's me behind the mask and not just like a bunch of random posts of random people of random stuff. So
was that tough for you initially because it was just posts and then it's like, oh wait, this is the dude that's been on his computer and phone this whole time?
A little bit, because a lot of people didn't realize like how you scrolled through. I have deleted a lot of posts that
wasn't that many.
Yeah, so I had a lot more posts. Obviously I've posted a lot more than that over time, but now I've just signaled down to just only stuff that I made and did well. So only things that you see now are like my top posts, basically.
A lot of rappers do that too.
That's what they do. They clean out the page. But it's like, you don't want to scroll. It's like a lot of it was experimental. So, maybe some stuff just wasn't that good. Or like sometimes it's just a bad time too. Like sometimes I'll post something and it won't do that good. So I'll delete it and then like wait a few days, post the same exact thing, and it will do like 100 times better. I've had that happen with a lot of videos actually.
Have you ever made memes? So a good reason why On's here is he's kind of ingratiated, based on what I see on your page, ingratiated in like internet subculture. He kind of gets what's going on.
I don't know, like memes, like the form memes, no, but like things that like I try to make people like laugh or like be happy, yeah.
Oh, so you have a page too?
I'll show you what he made for me.
My personal account.
Oh, so it's his personal account. Yeah, let me check it out.
Like I was like, yo, because I had this girl up. He did all these like little emoticons.
Yeah, I saw her. I was just checking her out after seeing her on the page, actually.
Yeah, you were creeping.
I was creeping.
Don't tell wifey.
I wasn't checking her out like that. I wasn't doing it like that. I was just like, I actually love seeing your page though, because like you find a lot of people that I didn't even know around here, and I'm like, oh dude, that person's actually kind of big, and they're from around here. Like that's sick.
I got lucky, man. I think I got lucky with the show. The lucky in fact is psycho, and I'm gonna keep it moving and keep it busting, keep dropping 2 episodes a week. But I got really lucky because it's like, yo, there's a lot of great people doing awesome things. They just haven't been totally unified yet.
Not at all. And you know what? Like, I can't find them. I don't know how you're finding it, because
4
months ago, I know, but like that's tough, because 4 months ago is when I started, like when I quit. It was actually probably 6 or 7 months ago, but 4 months ago is when I started like reaching out to make more videos with other people.
Collab.
So I was like, if I'm gonna do these videos,
were you harassing people?
I need to do them with people. Yeah, but there's nobody on the East Coast. I don't know where you're even finding anyone. Like
they're all clones from the simulation. Bro.
Most of the people I've found once I found your page, like so,
well, you linked with a bunch of people at the event too, right?
Yeah, yes. Me and Everyday Robbie were supposed to do one yesterday, but he ended up having to do some promo. We're gonna meet up sometime this weekend.
That'd be great.
Next week, but yeah, I think we're gonna make some fire content when we do meet up.
Word. I've been in a couple of Robbies. Have you seen them?
Yeah, I did actually. And I didn't realize that until I scrolled way down. I was like, oh my god, so you've known Robbie?
Yeah, I've known him for a little bit now.
Okay, so that was the first time I ever heard of Robbie was on your page too, and I was like, dude, he's pretty big. Yeah, and I was like, he's pretty big. However, not. And
you
then
know how he glowed up initially? Do you know how his shit grew?
No.
Dude, he was doing it for he was making sketches for 18 months.
Yeah.
And he had a decent following. He might
but
have,
the Bieber.
10K. No, bro. Yeah, the Bieber. Bieber. So he did. Have you seen the sketch?
Yeah, I think.
So he sucked in the propane tank, and then he sings "What do you mean?"
It's great,
yeah. Bro. And The Rock.
I've seen that video.
The Rock.
Oh, The Rock shared that.
The Rock shared it.
So that's what put him on.
That's what fucking boosted it.
So that's what it took. But so that's what's funny is I recognized that video, but I didn't know Everyday Robbie.
Virality, man.
So yeah, so he was viral, and when I saw Robbie's page, I was like, I know this guy, and it took for me to scroll all the way down until I found that video. He just recently reposted it, but before that, it was way down there. So I found it. I was like, oh my god, I do know you. I've seen him.
Pretty wild, isn't it?
That's wild. So that's what's wild though.
He's also a really nice guy.
Yeah, he's a good dude.
Nothing like his sketches.
Yeah, no, we totally clicked at the event too, and we were talking about just how we make our stuff and how we sit there with a tripod.
You gotta do him with Clout too.
Yeah,
DJ Clout.
Yeah, DJ Clout was banging there.
He's hilarious.
I know. I want to work with him. I actually contacted him prior to. Actually, he's probably the only person that I saw when I was looking through Boston hashtags before I found your page.
Yeah.
And I was lining up trying to meet up with him, and we just haven't met up yet. But I want to come up with some good skit ideas that I could get him in. And
So question, I don't do hashtags.
Okay.
I've been thinking about it a bunch. I think there's something about it to me just looks inauthentic, and it's no shade.
No.
Mind you, my page is just about to hit 1,000.
Yeah.
You feel me?
No.
But
I definitely think you should use them.
So you totally think I should?
Oh no, you got to use them.
Yo.
And
quick hack: if you comment tags in your comments and then reply to that with all your hashtags, it never shows up. But people have to click twice to see all the hashtags, so it doesn't show up on the main picture.
But sometimes Instagram doesn't like that.
Really?
Yeah, they don't like that.
So what should I do?
You should just do 5 relevant tags on each
hashtag
post.
Boston Podcast.
Make your hashtag. But if you what's weird is I don't know. I've seen people get away with it, but if you keep using the same hashtags, then Instagram basically thinks you're a bot. Or you're just using.
So if I do every other one.
So maybe every other one. Don't change them up. So I'll look up a relevant one depending on each post. I'll type it in, and then on the bar it'll if you go to that hashtag on Instagram, then it will show you all ones related to it right underneath it that are trending. So they already give you the answers on the best ones to use, and so I'd pick out 2 big ones that are 1 million or so, and then pick a couple small ones that are a
little more
10K,
direct.
50K,
yeah.
100K.
You know what? I'm gonna do that when I drop this episode. I'm gonna do hashtags.
Do it on this one, dude.
But hey, can I ask you a question?
Yeah.
I put up a picture with every guest that comes up. Can you and I make a meme of
We
us?
should totally make a meme of us. Yeah.
I would love to.
Yeah, we're gonna meme us.
Could we do some shit like that? And could we also do one runs the biggest podcast in Boston, but can't get 100 likes on a picture?
Yeah. Maybe,
is that good? Is that good meme content?
That's pretty good. No, that's honestly funny because shitting on yourself is one of the best ways, I think. I had one post where the actual tag was just because I went to the Shameless house.
What's that?
You ever seen Shameless?
Oh, word, yeah.
So I went to the house in Chicago that they filmed. They actually didn't even. It's it doesn't even. On the inside, it's not even actually the house, but the outside is just where they filmed on the outside, which is weird. But the guy was mad cool, and he let us check it out. And so I did a caption on the porch, and I was just I make fun of myself before anyone else can. It's what Eminem did on in his.
My name is.
Yeah, he called himself out, and then he goes, "All right, like tell him something you don't know about me." Like in that when he rap battles himself, the guy in 8 Mile. You know,
so shit on yourself.
Shit on yourself, man.
Meme yourself.
Yeah, meme yourself. That's why I've been memeing myself. Yeah, maybe I should make some more posts about like being a high school dropout. Like attack that. Maybe just a shirt. Maybe just like high school dropout.
You got a better brain for it than I would.
Yeah, I'll figure it out.
Yeah, I got a bunch of fire questions all ready to go.
All right, ready? Fire them at me. I'm ready.
Okay, 1. Let's go with you in the convenience stores, man. Is that just a Plymouth thing? Seems like you're frequenting a lot of like convenience stores, fast food joints.
What?
For instance, there's a big McDonald's tie into a lot of your content. Seems like you talk about McDonald's a lot. Or am I brain dead?
Where?
There was a video you posted. You said I'm like too broke for something. I'm too broke for this McDonald's. Am I fucking brain dead?
Maybe. No, I don't remember. Oh,
okay. Let me flip the question. Do you like McFlurries?
Dude, I don't eat McDonald's.
Really?
No.
Are you vegan?
Why?
No, I'm not vegan, but like I will not go near McDonald's. I used to eat it. Dude, it tastes good. I'm not gonna lie. Like I will never lie and say that it tastes bad. Like no, it tastes good. That's like the only thing it's programmed to do though. I think I just offended Connor.
No, not at all. I was just trying to redeem myself. Like, yeah, where'd you come up with this question? But hey, we're about to go live on Instagram.
Oh, we're going live. Sick.
How should we do it? This way? Or?
I can't go live, so yeah, go long way.
The long way?
No, yeah, that's what I meant. Tall way, yeah.
No one's gonna see it like that.
Yeah.
Just you.
Oh, it's just me.
You feel isolated?
I feel weird and isolated, but the thing is, I'm banned from going live, so it's good that you have this feature.
It's all about the guest. Okay,
yeah.
So.
Yeah, actually, I haven't eaten fast food in 3 or 4 years.
Wow.
Other than Panera.
You won't even drink McFlurry?
Hell no.
What?
That's nasty, dude. Come on, man.
McFlurry's banging.
I'm trying to.
Everyone's like, dude, there's bug's eyes in a McFlurry.
I don't know about all that, but dude, I've been focused on my health, and
it changes everything, right?
It changed everything, man. My perspective, my mental health, my body health. Like, I'd rather eat a bag of peanuts than something off the dollar menu for sure.
I feel that.
And like people look at
a bag of peanuts is like, but that's 9 cents more.
People look at it as a bad thing. No, but you're gonna spend at least $3 on the dollar menu. Come on.
Not if you're penny pushing.
I've never seen someone just spend $1.
I know some psychos.
That's psycho, man. That's psycho.
We're showing up to this restaurant and spending $1.
That's psycho. But yeah, I don't know. So like people look at peanuts as a bad thing, man. That's a healthy choice. I'll be eating peanuts. I ate peanuts for a whole summer, actually, before I went to Amsterdam because I couldn't afford to eat. I was like, I'm going to save up every lunch. Like, I usually would buy lunch every day. Mm-hmm. So I was like, that's $10 every day that's going to Amsterdam.
Question. So I'm assuming now it seems like you have this fortitude to like, yo, it's time to go on my page, man. Let's make this fucking thing big. Let's go.
Oh, yeah.
Has money been like a roller coaster for you with it?
Yeah, money's like slow. Most of my sales have actually been from chocolate dicks on eBay.
Oh, you sell that product exclusively?
I sell that product too. Yeah, it's on my site. I collaborated with them in partnership, so it's actually the same price as it would be on their site. So it's not even like I'm not ripping you off. It's the same deal.
Whoa.
Yeah.
And it says "Stupid American" on it?
No. It's not marketed under me or anything. It just says you open it up. It's actually a pretty discreet box, and then like you'll open it up, and it'll say, one says "Eat a dick," and then it will have a chocolate dick, and then there's one that says "Eat shit," and it's like a little pile of poop. It's chocolate. It's organic.
So that's wild.
Yeah. So people are sending those out. So that's just like an affiliate marketing thing.
And what's the startup cost to make those?
Those are all. I don't even know. They're all. I just send the orders to someone else.
Oh, so you get a percentage of the total.
I just get a percentage. Yeah, it's affiliate marketing.
Word. Okay.
Yeah.
I like that.
Yeah.
The fashion. Yo, you know that girl Isabella came over here. She's a Fashion Nova model. How wild.
Really?
Yeah.
That's dope. So they got big payouts.
You got to get that Fashion Nova men check.
I know. I should. But then they're direct competing with myself. But that's okay.
But
I don't think it's a bad
cousin,
thing.
But cut that check, cousin. You feel me?
I invest it in my own brand, so that's good.
I like that.
That's what I would do.
What So let's say you and I are in some boss talk, right?
Mm-hmm.
In 10 years, right? You're 34. You got 5 kids.
Man, I don't want 5 kids just then.
I won't have kids until I'm 50.
Yeah, maybe when I'm 50, I'll have 5. Or like 2.
2?
Maybe 2.
Sounds pretty boring. How many siblings do you have?
I'll have 4. I got 1 full brother and 2 half siblings, but
Right.
we're all full brothers.
You all grew up together?
No, we didn't actually. So I have my sister is from a different mother, same dad. So she grew up with her mom. She's like 7 years older than me, so she was kind of like out on her own. By the time I was like 12 or 11, and she grew up with her mom like her whole childhood, so I didn't really see her that much. Here and there I would. And then I have another little brother who's like 7 years younger than me, and then what's weird is my brother that's younger than him is like another 7 years younger than him. So it's like 7, 7, 7. It's weird.
Pretty big gap.
Yeah, big gaps. But so he's to a different mother, same father. So my dad has 2 kids to 2 other girls.
Women.
Woman. I should say woman, yeah.
Woman.
No disrespect.
Yo, so there's you and I are in some boss talk, right?
All right, so we're 35.
You're 25?
No, in your boss talk.
Yeah, but it's 10 years from now.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. So we're 35 in your boss talk.
Well, no, so how old are you right now?
I'm 30. I'm 20. I'm 100.
You're like, I'm 42,
I'm
bro. I gotta be
24.
honest.
I forget my age sometimes.
So 10 years, you're going to be 34.
Yeah.
Know what I'm saying? I'm going to be 33.
Okay.
Alon's going to be 16.
What? No, he's not.
That checks out.
He's like some kind of MIT super grad or something.
So I wonder where content's going to shift. I wonder what's going to change. I got to be honest, what Gary Vee says a lot. Totally agree with him. I was on this years before he said it. That audio is going to start trumping, man.
Yeah.
Just because right now, well, actually not right now, but when you're driving, you can listen, but you can't.
Yeah.
So where's content going to be in 10 years, right? What's going to be the most dominant content, dominant platform? And where are you going to be? And what do you want to be doing at your highest level of business? Now that's a question.
Yeah, that's a great question, dude. That's a great question. I don't really know exactly because like I'm going to try to evolve with it as it goes. So, I mean, if it comes out to just being all commentaries, then we'll do that. But I think it's going to be like a combination of all. And maybe it won't be Instagram as the top dog. But I think that videos and that kind of content is always going to be the high reign. And, like, as you're seeing cable get shifted, nobody goes on and when someone our age gets a new house, they don't go and get a cable. They don't get a cable plan.
Netflix.
They get Netflix. So, streaming platforms, stuff like that. And like I heard Seth Rogen hit it, like he was almost scared that like comedy would get dished to like platforms like this because the budgets would start to be really low and like so there wouldn't be as much good quality content.
But funny people will always be funny.
But funny people will always be funny, and like I think that there'll still be great productions being put out on bigger platforms like Netflix. There'll be movies still.
It just will be structured different.
It'll be structured differently. And we're not really sure. It's hard to tell.
The more I think about it though, like podcasts are going to be so dominant in 5 years.
Yeah, like maybe robots will be the only ones making videos in 10 years. Like maybe they'll be the ones to watch on video. I don't know.
It's just the switch was so interesting that you think people would want to be entertained, but but there's a massive shift now. Like people like the transparency of certain media.
Yeah. Well, that's what's great about this is like this is just raw. Like we're coming in here, we're just giving it raw. And
we've probably on Contestify, we've probably talked about like 2,000 different topics.
We've hit a lot of different topics. We've talked about aliens, memes, everything. But like the thing is like, music is great and all, but sometimes like you want a little more stimulation when you're sitting in 2 hours traffic.
Facts.
And this is the kind of stuff like this is what I started listening in the podcasts when I was on the verge of quitting my 9-to-5s because I was like,
what was that 9-to-5? The one you keep talking about?
Well, I had a few. I did roofing.
All right.
I also worked for Mass Save program.
What is that?
So we did insulation, but we just did targeted air sealing. So we'd like go on people's roofs in like a full hazmat suit.
Yeah, no wonder you hated your jobs, bro.
Yeah, so I'd go in a full hazmat suit with like a mask on. Like people thought I was like hazardous waste removal or something. Because you go up and like you dig through the insulation, but the problem is you have to get to the bottom of the insulation just to spray this little crack in all the walls. So like every wall top will have like a meeting where the ceiling meets the 2x4.
Yeah, I know what you're talking about.
So there's like a crack that runs along all of them on either side.
You gotta insulate that.
So you just hit that with a bead of foam to stop the air from going in and out.
Yeah.
Basically create an envelope, what they call it, a home envelope.
Yeah, long story short.
Terrible freaking time, and debilitating working with cancerous materials all day and night.
Yeah, big pass.
Yeah, big pass. So, yeah, that's why I got out of that kind of stuff. And, I'd be sitting in traffic for 4 hours just to go be miserable for another 7 hours. I was like, this is not a good use of my time. And I was like, I'm not sure what I should be doing with my time. But I already had, the platform. I was already doing the memes during this.
I was going to say, you must have been already thick on it, right?
I was already...
When did it really start booming? 2017?
Yeah. 2017 is when I started booming. Yeah, so...
What do your DMs look like?
My DMs are wild.
They're crazy,
They're wild. I actually answer them all, too. A lot of people don't, I've heard, but I answer them all.
What if people are just asking you for shit? How do you navigate it? Do people ask you for shit?
I try to be nice when I say no. It's hard. Like
you should see what mine looks like.
At first, I was a total douche, I would just be like, screw you, dude, like, I don't care. But I've learned that, like, I want to build a good relationship with everyone. And, like, I don't want to be fake. So, I'll tell them the truth, but I'll try to be nice about it.
It's tough, though, because, people surface level are like, yeah, I'm just going to ask to get on this interview show.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? It happens all the time. I'm honest. I'm just like, I'm going to keep it honest with you, bro. I'm just, like, booked up.
Yeah. I wanted to ask you to get on here, and I was like, you know what? Maybe, like, he'll come and ask me, like, when the time's right.
And it happened, right?
And it did, because I was like, I didn't even want to, like, pressure it, so I was like, yeah, hopefully it'll work out.
You've been enjoying yourself here?
Yeah, I think this is a great time. I love the atmosphere.
So, what did I ask you? Oh, your DMs.
My DMs.
Wait, before that, I asked you where you're going to be at in 10 years.
I don't get any nudes, really. I've only gotten a few nudes. Don't tell my girlfriend that.
But, like, dude, like, I'm trying to envision who your real demographic you hit on. I'm honestly imagining it being, like, 15-year-old dudes.
In 10 years, it's everyone should be signaling for the youth because that's the biggest population. Except for, like, maybe we're at a cutoff because, like, most of our age is, like, we don't want kids because we can't raise them. We, like, know that we can't.
Yeah, no, but youth will always be the biggest.
But youth will always be the biggest because there's always the most majority of numbers of youth. So that's why, like...
because people die off.
Yeah, and people die off. And there's just always more kids because there's so many people below them, and they just keep having kids. So it's always the youth is always the highest number of people, I feel like.
So you want to keep providing entertaining...
So I want to inform... A couple of things I want to do is, like... I want to, like, inform people in a comedic way of, like, topics that people normally wouldn't either laugh about or just talk about. Like, people just, like the McDonald's thing. Maybe I made fun of McDonald's or something and you saw that. But, like... Some
shit like broke boy guide, something about you being broke. You're like, I only have $1. You, like, threw change on the ground.
Oh, yeah, that was, that was when Lil Tay was big.
Who's Lil Tay?
You never saw Lil Tay?
Dude, you probably understand virality way better than I do.
Yeah, so she was a big... She had a really short climb, just like 6ix9ine.
Oh, is that the Asian girl?
The little Asian girl.
And the dad, like...
Her brother was, like, telling her what to do. Her mom was the real estate agent, and they were going in houses and making it look like she, like, owned all these houses.
That's that marketing. That's that fire
Great marketing, dude. Honestly, a great idea. And you know what? She's probably going to pop out all of a sudden when she's 18. She still has a page with 3 million followers. She's going to pop out.
But she was going through some shit, right?
Yeah, things are rough, so I feel like she's going to, she's in a mist right now. She'll probably pop out randomly.
You get that collabo.
You'll see some crazy content all of a sudden. But, like, she already got the following, so.
Okay, so back to where would you like to
Where do I see myself?
Yeah.
I want to actually make a difference. Like, I want to, like, make people's days a little better than it is. And like I feel like where the world is heading, if we don't let people know a lot of things that like they need to do to change, then I want like kids to be able to have the same opportunities that I've had. And like I feel like if we keep polluting the world and are like just unconscious about the way we treat the world and ourselves.
So environment's the top of your political list.
I'm a huge environmentalist. Yeah.
You like Cold Game Kelv?
Yeah, I love him. But actually, you shouldn't feed the animals because
they come back.
Because they'll come back, and it's there, and then then the rangers end up shooting them because you can't feed the animals.
That's that paranoid thinking, though.
No, I know. I mean, it's good. I love what he's doing, but like you got to be careful. Like, don't go feed bears, because if you feed the bears and think it's cool to feed bears, then the park ranger has to come shoot the bear because he's going in everyone's trash can every night.
What do you think about overpopulation of deer?
Of deer?
Wildly overpopulated Massachusetts.
I think we have an overpopulation of people.
In Massachusetts?
Yeah.
You think in Massachusetts?
I think the people are in the deer zone, bro.
Where do we move?
Like where? Like we should be. Like I don't know. Maybe not. Maybe
so we should get the park ranger to come shoot the humans.
I've heard a little bit about the deer overpopulation, but I don't know. But I think that.
So you hate hunting?
I don't hate hunting. I mean, I was on a tuna fishing boat for a couple of years.
Oh, that's what you did?
I did that for a couple of years, yeah.
Whoa, what the fuck was that?
Yeah,
like?
that was gnarly. I brought
off
in
the Cape?
Yeah, right off the Stellwagen.
Wow.
Mostly. Yeah. I've gone deeper. Yeah, I've gone to the continental shelf. At the trenches. I've been to
Mariana Trench?
Not Mariana, no.
Some of the big ones though.
There's like Atlantis, I forget the names of them all, but there's like a few canyons that are like right on the shelf of
Dude, what was that like?
It's like right near it's like way east of Carolinas.
But what was that like?
If you I just want to bring anyone who believes in flat Earth on a boat 300 miles out, because you don't see land, you don't see nothing, except you do see other boats, which is crazy. There's a bunch of boats out there. You go for like 150 to 200 miles and you don't see anything, and then all of a sudden there's like a community of boats. You almost think it's a city because you'll see lights at night. Like when we were driving there, like you see all the lights, and I'm like, what is that? And they're like, that's just the boat, that's just the fleet. Like I was like, what the hell? It like looks like
pirates.
Pirates. So
would you mind just checking the camera real quick? Yeah. Thanks, bro. Wait, so dude, what?
Yeah, so it's gnarly. I've reeled in a few like 800 pounders.
Tuna.
I think the biggest one was 856 pounds.
Did you ever like really wrangle one up?
Yeah, I mean, I always had to wrangle them up. That was my job. I was the angler.
You were wrestling the tunas?
I was the angler. I didn't actually wrestle them, but yeah.
Dude, that is wild.
I was the one on the rod, man. Yeah, so I'd usually just like smoke weed and nap, and then.
What was the crew like? You must have been the youngest.
It was just me and the captain.
Just two of you.
Just two of us. We caught like 35 fish a year. We were nasty.
What?
Yeah. I mean,
who's this captain? How the fuck did you meet this guy?
Charlie McLean. He's good. I'll shout him out. He actually just finally made an Instagram page. I should have made one for him back then, but
you guys got along really well?
Yeah, he's a great guy. Yeah, he's a good dude. He actually went to like private schools. I don't even know how I ended up meeting him. But he's like a few years older than me, and so he went to like Pembroke, some school in Pembroke. But anyway, his dad runs a bunch of like boats off of Carolinas, and so he does the tuna fishing though, like for fun. But it's actually his only way of income. His son, anyway.
You can make bread though.
You can, but you can't. And so I kind of got in it for the wrong reasons. Like I didn't even really like fishing that much. So I got into it because I heard it was worth.
Marv from the meetup.
What up, Marv?
Marv, we're going off live. Talk to you soon, bro.
Yeah. So I got into it because I like wanted to make money, and I was like, dude, I'm just killing stuff for money. This isn't the best thing to be doing with like my mind where I'm at.
Something natural about fishing though too.
Yeah, and but dude, that's why I was talking about the whales, dude, because they would come and circle us for hours, and if you look at a whale in the eye, man, it's like I'm looking you in the eye. I'm not lying. They come up and you can only see one eye at a time.
You think they know?
Oh no, they know what we're doing. And they're like, "What the fuck are you doing here?" And they're
just stoic.
Around.
They're very stoic.
They'll come because we'd have 4 or 5 lines out in the water. A big like 30-ton whale would come and you just swim all through them. like not get tangled up. How do you do that for 4 hours?
He's sending you a message.
He knows what he's doing. And yeah, so like, I don't know, man. I know that those whales were trying to communicate with us one way or the other. I might be crazy. I spent a lot of time on the water.
You took too much time out there, bro.
I spent a lot of time on the water, so, you know, don't hold anything too serious, but maybe you should, because when you look at a whale in the eye, it's like looking at a person. And you can only see one eye at a time because they're so big. They just come up, stick one side of their face out of the water. But it's nuts, man.
Let me just okay.
I've seen great whites like bigger than our boat. Yeah, I've seen a lot of cool stuff out there.
I'm trying to make sure I hit on everything that we had. We got over that. There's definitely money in meme culture.
Oh yeah, there's definitely money in meme culture.
We did that. We did that. The watermark. We did that. Oh yeah. So the shift in platform is one thing. So you're all Instagram now. It used to be like Twitter was really where these shits went big.
Yeah. So I started, mostly just only on Instagram. So just now I've been trying to get on other platforms like YouTube and stuff the last month or so.
But Instagram's the home of memes?
Instagram's the home of memes for sure right now. Yeah.
Okay.
I think so. Twitter has like a more, I almost want to say Twitter actually has like a more intellectual, like community.
Are you familiar with the Super Smash Bros out of Boston?
No.
They're this DJ group. Actually, I wanted to get them up here. I should probably reach back out. But they had a one go huge, and I want to see if you're familiar with it. They had a meme go like really big.
See, that's like what'll happen. Sometimes I'll see the meme.
It was
I'll know
the image.
Meme.
The image went big.
Oh, the image went big.
So that happens too. Like like the Arthur fist. That shit's hilarious.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, like because then that will just get played over and over. I've always wanted that. Like I've always wanted to just become the topic of a meme. Like I don't care. Like roast me.
Oh, so like so here's the baby, dude. I gotta find the fucking Smash Bros. So there's this DJ group, bro, and they like the dude. I don't know who made it. Let me find it. I thought they should have done a little more, to be honest with you, with it. It went so big. Look, you see his profile pic? You see that one? With the glasses?
Oh, that's him.
That's him, bro.
Wow.
You ever seen it?
Yeah, I've seen that picture.
With the glasses?
That's actually him.
Are you familiar with it? I don't know him. I might, but they're DJs from Boston, bro.
Really?
Yeah.
So
I asked them to DJ one of my parties once.
What was the picture taken? Where was it taken? Did you find out?
I have no clue, bro.
I love finding that stuff out.
But that was big viral, that one, right?
Yeah. There's like this.
I can still see it.
Yeah. There's like that one video of the guy, and he's like this, and he's like looked over, and he just has like the question marks over his head. The black guy, and I can't think of like the context it's always in. But his was like from a video, and it was just like some stupid video, and he was like a basketball player. Like
Yeah, he's like pro now.
Yeah, he's pro now.
Yeah.
I think.
And
Yeah.
it's a huge meme.
Yeah. That went huge viral. I can't. I don't even know how to search it. I was probably.
Yeah,
But he always has the question marks, and he's like he's always got that funny look on his face.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
And he's like turned like, cause she and the funny part is his mom like was just like shitting on him in the video, and that's like why he looks over. He's like, "What the hell, mom?" Like, and it was just a perfect reaction, So that's like why it got so big though, is because like sometimes you just capture like a perfect reaction in someone.
No video was big. It was the dancing, and then the girl turns.
Yeah, and it's like something else.
No. The girl, she's dancing. It's like, and then it zooms in. It's the girl with the braces, and she's like smiling. Do you know what I'm talking about?
I don't know, man.
You know what I'm talking about, right?
No.
It's like the biggest meme.
I must know. Yeah.
So that is.
They do the shoulders. Yeah, I was just like I'm thinking like I've seen other
What's it
videos with that
called?
style. I don't know if I'm thinking of the original video you're thinking of though.
So I got to be
Weird.
honest with everyone.
Now I'm freaked out.
This is gonna sound. Oh wait, let me just make sure I go through this. This is gonna sound wildly unprofessional, but then again, I'm just a guy.
He's just a normal guy.
I should know. We pretty much hit on everything. I know.
Just two normal guys.
I want to go over Reddit.
Can I whisper?
Is Reddit where memes go big?
Reddit's actually like a huge base of memes.
You're heavy on it?
I just made a Reddit the other day.
That's where you really have to engage, is on Reddit.
I've never done it, but yeah, I've heard that. I mean, I've seen a lot of memes come from Reddit. A lot of humor starts on Reddit, or like it goes big on
That's
Reddit.
that internet humor.
It's that weird internet
subculture.
Yeah, and I feel like only like those people are on there.
I feel like
that's why
you
it's
could
good.
tap into that.
So I literally just made a Reddit when my Instagram was down because I was like I need to just reach out on other platforms and
I
stuff.
thought you said you're taking a break, bro.
I did. I took a break from Instagram.
Dude, I took a 3-hour break.
I took a break from Instagram, not from everything else. I'm still hustling, dude. I was still making videos, and I'm still trying to figure out, okay, if Instagram's not going to work out, what is going to be the platform that I can push some stuff on?
Twitter.
So Twitter, yeah, I know. And I was just telling you, I had that Twitter account where I would just delete the memes. Like, I should just let them ride. So I have my personal page on Twitter, and I've started doing that a little bit. But I don't really go on Twitter. I'm going to be honest.
Do you?
Dude, I think Twitter is way... Because, like, a lot of the memes I see...
You do like it?
Twitter. Yeah.
Yeah, no, Twitter's sophisticated. Like, I think a lot of memes start there, or, like...
I think they're, like, translated. Or, like, they're
and then they'll get... They'll literally... Someone will reword it or something and put it on Instagram.
Because that retweet
Like,
function.
that's what... the Fat Jewish got called out on is because most of his humor would come from Twitter, and then he'd reiterate it and then put it on there, or he'd just screenshot it. But like a lot of times, he'd literally just take the wording, change it like into his own wording, so it was the same idea, different wording, and then push it out. So then people were like, dude, that's my idea, but it's like not because he's like, well, I said it like this, not like that. And it's like, all right, dude.
Did you saw American Meme? The American Meme?
Yeah, no, and I don't hate on people doing that either. Like,
I love Paris Hilton. I've watched that.
I love Paris Hilton.
She's awesome.
And I think it's sick. Like the Fat Jewish.
She also looks fucking beautiful.
She still does,
dude. She looks better.
Yeah, she looks better.
She looks incredible.
Well, that's just she's on this new app that I just got on called Hollanus, and like when I first signed up, they verified me like in the first month, and then they had me on their homepage.
Hollanus?
Yeah, I think it's Hollanus is actually how you say it. But I say Hollanus just because, I don't know, that's just how I read it, and so I kind of stuck with that in my brain. But I think it's called Hollanus. But, so when I first signed up, though, they, like, have, like, the people that are using their app, and, like, she's one of the first people, because, like, they were promoting it a lot with stars. But I was, like, on their homepage right next to Paris Hilton for, like, a month. And I was like, what the hell, dude?
That's awesome.
That felt cool. Like, I was like, damn, I'm, like, verified next to Paris Hilton.
She's a fucking genius.
That felt good. Because, like, the Fat Jewish is on runway shows with her.
I know, yeah, they're buddies.
That's, like, cool as shit. Like, but, yeah, that's why you can't hate on it. Like, the meme culture is a thing, and, like, he is a good curator. Like, he's a funny guy. Like,
and more than anything, he's also a pioneer.
And he's
the first famous meme creator.
Yeah, one of the first. Like, and that's why...
Same shit with, like, everyone shits on this dude, Logan Paul.
Yeah.
Or Jake Paul. Bro, but they were the first... massively prevalent YouTubers as an occupation.
Viners. Vine was Logan's like big break,
and he segued perfectly on.
And he transferred it all.
And now his podcast is big too.
Yeah, now he's doing a huge podcast. Yeah, exactly, because he's kind of dimmed down on making the content of videos and stuff, and now he's shifted. So maybe you're onto something there. I think you are.
Thanks.
Yeah, you're onto something.
So my bladder's gonna explode.
All right.
That's between all of us, which happens a lot when you drink that nitro cold brew, and then you also drink the full water.
He guzzled his down.
Yes, sir.
He's already crinkled it.
Hydrated. But first off, I want you to just tell everyone where to find you, where to follow you.
All right, yeah, you can find me on the Instagram first is The Stupid American. Same with YouTube. Twitter, I'm Stupid Americano because Stupid American was taken.
Fuck that dude who took it.
Check out my website, too, stupidamerican.us. It's not promoted by the government. They might not love that, but it's a government site. I think I just freaked him out.
Yeah, I've had my mind blown a couple times.
It's .us.
The whale talk's gonna get me for a while. You think whales are like these like stoic dinosaurs?
No, whales are
trying to communicate with us saying, "Yo, humanity's over."
Yeah, there's theories that whales are, trying to bring on the enlightenment of humanity.
Yeah. Okay. Let's just slow down. All right, bro.
Slow that down. You gotta read the book before I get too weird.
Not a big reader. ADHD. Audiobook though. Audiobook.
I'll hook you up with that.
Thank you.
Yeah.
So we'll do that. Cool. Great. Got that done.
He's not doing that.
For sure.
Well, no, my bladder's just going to explode so much. I'm just trying to get through it, man. So this is how we start and end the show. You say, hi, your name, and this is my golden hour. And then, hi, your name, and that was my golden hour. You have to do it all at once. and I'm not going to tell you what I just told you again.
All right.
So, but put your sauce on it.
All right, hold on. Let me get in the zone. All right.
Wait, can you prepare for the old clickykins on the thing?
Yeah.
Yeah. So you can say hi one last time. Nice. That's on.
All right.
I'll tag you in the description too.
All right. So, hi. I'm the Stupid American, and I'm on Golden Hour.
Blew it. Keep going.
How do I say this?
Hi. I'm the Stupid American, and this is my golden hour.
Oh, this is my Golden Hour.
And then right after, you're going to say this. Hi. I'm the Stupid American, and that was my golden hour. Because in the
Okay.
post-production process, we got one at the front,
I got
one
you.
at the end.
Of course. So you want to get them in there. All right. So yeah, I'm the Stupid American, and this is my Golden Hour, and I'm the Stupid American, and that was my Golden Hour.
Wait. On. Are you ready? 3, 2, 1, fight!